man, there were so many things wrong with that recap, but the story,
General.
the story was true. Yeah. So y'all spent the night at the Burgermeister's house. You went to go
That's
bury the Burgermeister.
Tim.
Ismark is the brother of Irina, stepbrother.
Oh, okay.
So you went to go bury the Burgermeister. Laszlo and Adric snuck off in the chapel and did some sneaky things, looking around, trying to get a better look at what Donovich, the priest, had mentioned his son had become. They really didn't get a great look at it, or him, or whatever it was, before it comes, bashing through that trapdoor. But nevertheless, they eventually, after a very long time, decided to regroup with the party, where y'all were all taking your time, I guess. Actually, Ovok was turned into a competition, but Torvin still won, as two can make a hole bigger and faster. In which that you did put the dead Burgermeister inside of the hole, and then the priest Donovich, he did a quick, last rites type deal. At the end of it, as Chris said, Strahd attacked, kinda. He appeared, tried to convince, well, first he introduced himself, asked how y'all were doing and such, as a good host would. And then he asked Irina to join him, where Ovok, she decided that she just wanted to charge the big baddie, where, combat happened, Strahd summoned some ghouls, some bats, crazy things happened, but Strahd, unfortunately, was able to grab Ismark, the brother of Irina, and disappear with him, but not before telling Irina to meet him in Castle Ravenhold if she ever wants to see her brother again.
You forgot the hero of the battle. Forgot the hero of the battle.
There was a
hero?
Okay.
Yeah, Stelkar. He turned undead, like half of them ran away. Hero of the battle.
I think that happened. Yeah, but nonetheless, y'all won the battle after Strahd left, and I don't think any of y'all went down. But after the battle, y'all were all very much hurt. Irina was just in pure distress, down on her knees, crying. Donovich comes over to try to cheer her up, but not before almost getting slashed by Laszlo, because he doesn't like priests, I guess. I don't know. And he looked like Strahd at the time. But nonetheless, he missed. Donovich went, comforted Irina, said that you all should be going, as, there's still corpses and whatnot that are still in the ground. And he went about finishing the Burgermeister's burial. And basically, before we left off, you were deciding on whether you wanted to go back to the Burgermeister house or stop by the merchant, because on the way there, Donovich, the priest, actually said to stop by the merchant. Well, somebody mentioned to stop by the merchant. I can't remember, but I know y'all had decided to go on this long trip to Valaki to take Irina there, away from Strahd, and you were told that there's a mercantile store inside the village of Barovia. If you need to stock up on any supplies, that would be the place to go. So, with that, y'all are all still basically exiting this church-like graveyard, heading down the main way of Barovia, and down the main road you do see a building that has over the door, it has a sign on its hinges creaking saying, or it reads, Bildris Mercantile. And this is right across the street from the tavern that you had gone to earlier, well, the day before. So, what do y'all want to do?
I think it's a little messed up to go on a pretty woman shopping spree when there's a grieving Irina and we all almost died.
It is, but I'd rather survive with some healing. It is, but I'd rather have a few healing potions if we're going to be traveling for more than, let's say, 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm fine with it. It's gonna be a little awkward.
Yeah. Do we have? You were in a mercantile district. You said. I can see your lips moving.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Like I said, the village of Barovia is all but abandoned based on what you've seen.
Oh, okay.
Not saying it's abandoned. There's still, y'all have seen some other traces of people and whatnot. Obviously, there were some people at the tavern. There is a mercantile store, some of that, but it's very vacant. There's only this one merchant shop here. Also, I will say Laszlo is still disguised as Strahd.
Oh, that sounds fun. Too bad Laszlo's not on.
So are we in the mercantile or are we going to it?
Y'all are right next to it. It's whether y'all want to go to it or.
Are there people around?
There's no one around you.
Are there people? There's no one outside?
No, there's no one. Actually, Ilaria, do a perception check for me.
Where is my sheet? Sorry.
I can't see.
I have the worst rolls ever.
Can people see that? I can't see your roll.
Yeah.
I only rolled a 6.
You're not logged in as the DM or something?
No, I can't. Do another. Someone else do. Wait. Can you do another roll for me? For me, it's just blank. No, I'm on the. Wow, I can't see any of those rolls.
I'll be glad to take my second roll.
1 second. I can see all your rolls as a player. What is going on?
Chris, you better save some of them rolls for later. Woo!
21, 16, 23, 18. I'll take it.
I'm trying to see if there's any chat setting that says press this to mess chat up forever.
Oh, fuck. I keep rolling them. Really have to stop.
Let's see.
Yes, stop that. Save them.
Alright, let me just reload roll 20 real quick. Dang it. Alright, with your 6 perception, hopefully. Okay, now I can see rolls. Okay, cool. With your 6 perception, you are just really kind of caught up in, I guess, the trauma of which just happened, and you're having a hard time just really zeroing in on what's around you. You're kind of seeing, you see Selkar bleeding, you see Ovak bleeding, Torvin scratched, and even Laszlo has a couple cuts. So you're really not getting a good sense of what's going on. You don't see any movement or any people at all.
Is Irina just following us and kind of crying, or what's her deal? What's she doing?
Yeah, she is just kind of almost zoned out, just kind of staring at her feet and just slowly following y'all. And you just see some tears streaming down her face still. She's still in shock, basically. But she's following. She's just mindlessly following you right now.
Okay. Well, after shopping, we should probably take her to the tavern or something.
If you want, we can just go to tavern and send a couple people here.
I'm fine with that. Ovak's fine with anything. She's trying not to get voted off the island right now.
Alright, what are y'all doing? What do y'all want to do? Because I know what Laszlo wants to do. I'm just trying to see what y'all want to do.
Go in. I want to go in.
All right, you want to go in the shop?
Yep.
God, that needs more of this. Wow.
Too much alcohol?
Too much of something.
Let me go. Speaking of,
Yeah.
Go ahead into the shop. I will be 2 seconds right back. I just realized something. Hang on.
No worries.
I'll follow into the shop.
Is anyone not going in the shop?
I will do whatever is easiest. I mean, I'm not really particularly looking for anything to buy, but I don't want to like split up the group for no reason. So I can follow if needed.
Okay. All right. Torvin, what'd you say?
I said I will follow suit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move y'all here.
Oh no.
And yeah. So, you don't have to drop any tokens yet. You might not have to drop any tokens ever, but you enter the Builder's Mercantile to a low-lit, small store. There are 2 tall shelves as you enter on both sides, and 2 tall shelves in front of you. As you can see, basically, where your position is kind of the way this is blacked out is as if you're just entering. When you enter, you see an older, I'd say maybe in his like 50s, a male human with like a work apron on, and he is going over some items on the counter. Across from the counter, so this is the man behind the counter. The man on the opposite side of the counter is well, it's kind of hard to see him, but you can tell that he has a red hood with basically it's a red hooded cloak. But it's a very small, like it doesn't go all the way down past his posterior, basically. Like it stops short. It's this like it's a very fine looking cloak. Other than that, he's dressed in finer looking clothing that are made of like a tailored silk, basically. And you see this, and the one actually on this side isn't facing you at all, and is just talking to the man behind the counter. But whatever they're doing, they seem to be wrapping up, and as you enter, they immediately are drawn to Laszlo, because Laszlo looks like Strahd at the moment.
And what are the expressions on their face? Like, are they like angry, scared, surprised?
So, roll perception, or roll insight.
What am I rolling?
Insight.
Insight. I hate my rolls.
Not bad. Okay. So visibly, with all your passive perceptions, you see Bildrath kind of draw back from the sight of Laszlo. You're all entering with him, but Laszlo is in fact disguised himself as Strahd. You see Bildrath draw back and actually look somewhat frightened. The other man turns around and is almost the opposite. Ilaria, with your insight check, you can tell that this man is looking to throw hands, basically. He toughs himself up. He puts his hand on his hip, where the hilt of his sword sits. And he immediately looks over to Laszlo and demands, he says, "You are false! Remove this or leave now." So with that, I went over this all with Laszlo, so this is interesting, because you all have options here. I know what Laszlo wants to do, but you all can speak as well. So I'm just playing Laszlo.
Just gonna look at Laszlo and see what he does.
Okay. So Laszlo looks back at him. No. What? What do you want to do? Just tell me what you want to do.
I want to talk to this guy.
Which one?
the red cloaked guy? Because he's the one that seems to be offended, right?
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell from his insight. He is ready to draw that sword.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, easy, stranger. We're here. We just left a battle with Strahd. This is completely just to to throw things off during the battle. You are correct. This is false. This is not Strahd, and we want no qualms with you.
Roll persuasion.
I don't know if it'll help, but I wanted to make sure the guy looking at, Laszlo, that I was kind of looking at Laszlo going, not, you're just exasperated. He gets the impression that if he sees it, he gets the impression that, yeah, I just want him to stop trying to fool everybody. Let's just go get this, buy our stuff and leave.
I wish I were
this guy
right
may
now.
be somebody that we can kind of partner with. That's what I'm thinking.
So, with your persuasion, the man looks you over and says, he must leave or end this falsity must end now or leave. Rolf, come here. And coming from behind one of the tall shelves, you see another man wielding a heavy crossbow.
Laszlo, just drop it. Let's go.
Laszlo. It's Laszlo that's
Laszlo's
at Strahd, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And can he just, on a whim, change? Like, this is not something that takes time.
He could just snap his fingers, basically, and the disguise would occur. Oh my god, there's Ovox everywhere!
Okay, so I'm going to turn to Laszlo and be like, this is not the time. Let's, show them who you really are. This could be somebody that we can partner with to help us defeat the enemy. Show them your true self.
Okay, so about this time, as you're saying this, Bildrath stops, basically, he looks over at the man that's been speaking to you, and then looks back at Laszlo and has this what's going on type look, and you hear him say, Periwinkle, come up here now. And so as you're doing that, you see another person come in. So this is a very large figure. It's much younger, a very simple looking fellow, but at the same time he has big, massive muscles bulging from his stock boy physique, I should say. And so you look over to Laszlo and you say these words, and Laszlo says, Fine. And he looks over at Bildrath and he says, You've made a big mistake, huge. And he starts storming out and drops his disguise. But before he storms out, he turns around and says, I'll take 1 hooded cloak and 20 arrows, please.
Perfect. So now what is the read on the room? Are these guys okay?
So
are they open to conversation?
I'm gonna do a performance check for Laszlo. That's what he wanted to do. Alright.
Because we're gonna need help to defeat this thing.
Alright, 19. Wow, go Laszlo. I'll say with that, Bildrath has Bildrath, the older guy, I might as well go ahead and say, doesn't have a name tag that says it, but the older guy, the older man, looks to be the owner of Bildrath. He has the sigh of relief as Laszlo drops his disguise. The red hooded man and his friend next to him, the red-headed man looks at him and just lets out this big just chuckle, just puts his head goes back and he just and and he just like slaps his friend on the back, and his friend just like doesn't really laugh, but has this like slight little smile on his face. And with that, the redheaded man says, Bildrath, our deal is done. You can deal with these performers, these entertainers, and they begin to step by you to exit. Are y'all doing anything?
No, he.
Y'all want to try to persuade them to possibly join us?
Okay, what do you say? And roll persuasion.
Selkar, what
after
do you
say
think?
it.
Well, I'm kind of trying to get the feel from my group. Torvin, Selkar, what do y'all think? Ovak?
I'm here to buy goods.
Who are you trying to convince to join us to kind of lead them? Or the entire room?
Actually, switch.
It seems like the red cloak guy is probably the leader, so I'm going to try to engage him again and be like, ask them what they're, like, do they live here? Are they journeying through? Like,
is that what you're asking them, or are you trying to do? Okay.
Trying to engage the conversation to prevent them from just walking out the door.
Okay. Yeah. So you approach the larger man, and he looks down at you as he's not huge compared to like Torvin or even Ovok, but compared to a wood elf, he's a little bit bigger. So standing about 2.5 heads higher than you.
I'm standing next to
Plus
her
he's
as
wide.
well.
He's pretty wide. Imagine like the cartoon Sheriff of Nottingham, I guess. Sure, that guy. Just really wide, the wolf dude. Yeah. That's what this guy reminds me of. Anyways, he looks down and says, "No, I live here, little one. These are my lands as much as they are Strahd's."
So, has it always been such gloom? Is this a change, or is this how it's always been?
Gloom? What gloom? Prophets everywhere. No gloom for me.
And you enjoy coexisting with Strahd?
I do. I can come and go. No problem. Bildrath over here, he's hard to deal with, but prophets are still available.
How do you mean come and go?
I come and go as I please.
You can leave
Barovia is
the
not
gate.
limited.
Is Irina in here with us?
So.
Oh yeah, she is. Poor little Irina.
Does she have any reaction to what he's saying?
With Strahd, then.
Irina's still. I'm sorry, but Irina. No one has talked to Irina. She is still in shock. Like she is still. Only Donovich is the only one that has actually spoken to her, as far as I know. So she is still just kind of in shock, like zoned out, eyes to the floor. I'll go where you want, but I am not responding, basically. So I'm sorry. What are your questions about, or to this guy, Torvin? I think you stepped in. Ilaria, what?
I was asking how could he leave the gate leading out of here?
The gate just opens and I leave.
So, do you have a partnership with Strahd?
It's a little bit more complicated than a simple term like partnership, but yes, we have, well, my people and Strahd have a deal.
What deal is that, if you don't mind?
I do mind, unfortunately.
Do I get the impression he's He's more than he seems, I guess. You know,
I don't know what you.
werewolf, for instance. You know,
Okay. No, you don't get the impression that he's a werewolf.
Yeah. I'm wondering, because you always hear the lore is that vampires and werewolves sometimes work together, sometimes they don't. So that's just kind of where I was.
That's funny. No,
yeah.
you don't get the impression he's a werewolf.
He's
Roll
not like
for
extra
werewolf
furry or
insight.
something.
Just
Yeah.
roll for it.
Why not?
Okay.
He's not like extra furry or whatever.
I mean, that beard's pretty sick.
He looks pretty furry around his beard area. Everything else is pretty covered with clothing, finely tailored clothing.
Okay.
He does have a very nice scimitar at his hilt. And Ilaria, I didn't hear what you just said.
I was asking him if he could teach us how to come and go through the gate.
Well, perhaps. Well, depends on how much gold you have. Our people have a potion you can take and it'll let you come and go. Other than speaking with Strahd, that's your only hope.
And how long does this potion last?
The potion's usually one
Is
time.
it a one and done?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is this?
You guys help me. I know there's lots more we need to ask this guy.
Yeah, I'm
The
looking
potion is
for.
500 gold pieces.
Wait, I thought they didn't have gold pieces. Oh no, it's silver pieces they don't have. Okay, never mind.
What about tasks for your group? Is there anything that we can do for you? Set the goal? Or is there anything we can do for gold for the potion?
To do for us? No. If you are fighting with Strahd, you would need my help. Unfortunately, I don't think you can afford it.
Would it not benefit you to be rid of Strahd?
No. Like I said, the profits are large. And the gloom, you say, my people, we do not feel the same way. This is our homeland, and we enjoy it.
What about everyone else who seems to be depressed, for lack of better words?
Well, everyone has their own problems, right? Maybe
What
they should
else
save
can you-
up and buy a potion for themselves.
Yes. What else can you tell us about the town? It appears we're going to be here a while. Not much.
Hobach thinks this guy's a flaming butthole and has no interest in him.
Okay. He says, well, there's gloomy people here, as you say. But they go about their work and stay within the shadows, it seems, day or night.
Are there unseen dangers that cause them to do that we're not aware of?
You are new here, I can tell. Unseen dangers are everywhere in Barovia.
One last question. Where can we buy once we have enough gold? Do we just come here, or are you roving merchant peoples?
My people are all over Barovia. You will find us. If you have the gold, we'll take it.
Preferably as a deal, not just taking it, because then that wouldn't be merchant, that would be deadly.
Deadly
It's a joke,
for
you
who?
laugh.
Yes.
It's a joke, you're supposed to laugh. Apparently, his sense of humor is not that good, brother.
Does your group have a name? Does your people
We
have a name?
are the Vistani, my friend.
Vistani, my friend. Is that like a first name, last name, or is it like a group of just they're just called Vistani, my
He's
friend?
being polite. He's being polite.
You
All
have
right.
wasted enough of my time. Time is money. Rolf, let's go. And he
Have a good day.
exits the shop.
You had to piss him off, didn't you?
He's getting on nerve. Okay, we got to buy and go. I'm exhausted and cranky. I hurt all over. We did not even rest after getting our asses handed to us.
I'll look over at Olak.
So what do we see in this? We're in a mercantile, right? Like, so what goods are we seeing available? Is there like a list,
So,
Matt? That
Yes, there is a list. If you go to your handouts inside of the journal, inside of Roll20, you will find a handy dandy notebook. No, a handy dandy handout. At the bottom, there's plus, hit plus. Go to adventuring gear. He has all of these items except for maybe like a couple. But these are the items basically you're seeing kind of scattered around, some on these shelves and whatnot. As they leave in your conversation, while y'all were having this conversation, he has asked the large, younger fellow to take the items that were on the counter and put them in the back, so he disappears in the back. And now you have this older fellow there.
Did I get a look at what he was taking away?
With your passive perception, I would say yes. Maybe not like a great look, but I'd say that you would see that they were lots of trinkets, lots of like odds and ends trinkets, no weapons, no armor, lots of like there's like jewelry and like a you know like a mirror that was probably like ornate and stuff like that. Like nothing nothing like as far as what you can see on the shelves.
Okay. Let me
So
see
can y'all
my list
see
of
that
stuff.
list? I'm pretty sure if you click it and hit the magnifying glass, it comes up, gets real big. You have to ask this guy for prices.
Yes, we do see it.
I
I
can
don't-
get the armor one to come up and the weapons one to come up. I cannot get the adventuring gear
Of course
one
you
to come
can.
up.
Of course
I
you can.
know.
The one that I
Right?
want you to get to come up.
I know.
I just edited it to do that, but let me do show to players. Does that do anything if I hit show to players?
Okay.
I have no idea. I don't know. It says
Apparently,
it's
all
access.
the
It says it's access to all players.
Okay.
apparently all the gold and all of the item pad are all erased.
Yes, they are erased because you must ask, because those prices are usually not set.
That's not what I said. I said my notepad were down
I can't.
is now
I
empty.
hacked your computer.
Well, that's not right.
I did it.
'Cause I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know.
man. It was my fault. I taught Matt everything I know, and now he's just
Yeah.
running around using his powers for evil. Yeah.
Now I have no idea what gold I have. Proud.
Well-
Shell scripts, man, just killing it.
Well, if it helps, I've got 2 gold and 9 iron little thingies. Oh, can I show him an iron thing and say, "Excuse me, I'm not familiar with this. Is this worth any money? Can we sell it? What is it?"
He looks at it,
It's a-
just a
a
quick
bead?
glance, and he says, "That's an iron piece."
Well, I could have told you that. It's black and it's rust. Oh, it's currency.
Yes.
What's it worth? The
10 of
gold, I
those
mean.
is- 10 of those is 1 gold.
Oh, it's like silver, and I'll pull out my silver piece. But why not use silver?
I wouldn't show that around here. And you see him kind of like his eyes widen just like a little bit, and he says, "Yeah." He's like, "I wouldn't go flashing that around."
Where I'm from, this is worth 10 gold.
Well, if you ever make it back there, you can spend
Oh,
it
what-
there, but not here.
Why wouldn't I? And I'll put it back in my car. Why wouldn't I show it? Is it worth a lot of money here?
Let's just say silver attracts the wrong type of crowd.
But that isn't a very useful saying. They might as well say, grasshoppers like to eat grass. Yes, thank you very much. Who cares? What does this? Why does it attract the wrong crowd?
If the grass attracted grasshoppers that would kill you, then yes, the sayings would be the same.
But why?
Because silver is not something to be taken lightly in this area. There are people that do not like an abundance of that item around, and it has all but almost been eradicated. It's very rare. It can be found. I would keep it to yourself, and that is just my advice to you.
So is this a problem? And I show him my silver sword. Wait.
No, you did it.
No, god damn it.
You did it. He says, "You're very new here. Put that away. I would hide it. Your money is good here, but your silver pieces are not."
Oh, how much is silver piece worth under to other people? Like gold? Could I get like 10 gold for it?
Nothing.
Okay.
No one wants
But-
silver here.
But I still don't quite understand why. Like,
Because
People,
it
I mean-
attracts dangerous, spooky people.
It's offensive to
but
some
that
people
tells
here.
me that it's desirable. Like, people
I
want
know.
silver.
Carry that silver sword around and wave it around long enough, and then you'll find out why.
Fine. I'll hide it away so no one can see it.
I pull out my sword with the windmill signet on it and ask him, does he know anything about it?
Of course.
As well as my helmet.
That's the Durst house symbol. Do you know the Dursts? You don't look like you would know the Durst. You look like something they would try to summon.
Oh, your summon, you say?
I think he's talking about your horns.
Yeah, we don't see many of your kind, even though there are quite a bit of odd creatures here in Barovia.
There was an incident. I'm actually a Goliath.
You could have fooled me. Do you have a spell like that one? And he points over to the tabaxi.
I do not, sir. That I do not. I pull out the
Find a hat.
I pull out the wolf helmet. You're telling me.
Okay. You pull out the wolf helmet.
What do you want for this?
He inspects it. I will also say that you're pulling this out for the first time since you left the house.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf helmet that looked really pristine and nice has now been burnished and looks damaged and aged.
I'll look at it and say, well, this wasn't like this. Put it in the bag.
It's still solid. So
Mhm.
he stretches his hands out to take it from you.
I am.
And he inspects it and says, well, it's solid make. It definitely hasn't been taken care of.
It was
What do you want?
pretty shiny when I put it in the bag. I will look at your wares for a minute, and then I'll get back to you with that.
Okay.
Oh.
You just put the helmet back on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I've got a mummy statue from the house.
I have a hand.
I don't remember that. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
What was
I'm
the
not
hand?
selling it, but I do want to appraise it.
Are y'all pulling these things out to show
Yeah.
like all
Yeah.
your weird shit that you've got from this house? Okay, so the mummy statue is still intact. It's like just a wooden carved mummy statue.
Okay.
But he looks at it and says, "Did your kid make this? I don't know what you want for this. Just a piece of wood."
Sorry, that wasn't him, that was me.
Yeah.
I don't know. A found in house with ghost babies. I forgot I kept it. In fact, I think it was a child's toy of ghost lady.
You took a child's toy that's dead.
We buried it, and it disappeared. He let me keep it. It was
I don't
fine.
want the child's cursed toy. Please
It's
stop
not
trying to offer
cursed
these things.
anymore.
Is this cursed? And he points to the hand and says, I'm not giving you anything for a hand.
To use a healer's kit, do you have to have certain requirements?
No, I think you have to do a check, but you don't have to have certain requirements.
Okay. How much are the healer's kits?
Let me double check. Healer's kit. Excuse me. He does have healer's kits. Oh, you don't even need to do a check. So basically, you just stabilize a person without having to do a medicine check with the healer's kit. Okay, so it would be 50 silver pieces, so 5 gold. And that is 10 uses of that for the healer's kit.
What is a reliquary?
And you said
Reliquary
the iron
is-
pieces are... Sorry.
What's up, Ilaria?
What? The iron pieces were equivalent to what?
10 to 1 gold.
They're silver, basically.
And how much was the healer's kit? I'm sorry.
50 iron. I think I said silver. 50 iron. So 5 gold. That's what I said. 5.
Reliquaries are holy items, like the holy symbol for clerics, so they can use them as a focus.
It's just a holy symbol.
Okay.
Do all of us have dark vision, or does somebody not?
All of you.
I think we do.
Okay. Well, in that case, I just want to buy 50 feet of hemp rope and something else that I'm forgetting. Oh my god, I just written this all down. Oh, how much is the vial of poison? Or if they have one.
I think that's something that they actually are not going to have. Let's see. Poison vial. No, he does not have that. Oh, wait. Yes, he does. Just kidding. Yes, he does.
Well, crap. I have a healer's kit in my inventory.
Well, there you go. You don't need to buy one.
I just didn't know what it was. Now I know what it is.
So, Ovak, you asked for rope and poison. And he says, that's okay.
I had a bad day, okay?
Yeah.
I want to go out on my own terms.
That's one way to do it. But I can point you to some tall trees. If you need
He's gonna poison the rope and hang himself with it.
Poison is 100 gold.
Jesus. Okay, well, never mind. What about a flask of holy water? Do you have that?
Holy water.
Yeah, I was going to get some of that too.
I was gonna say poison probably won't be that useful anyway.
It's 25 gold.
Good God, you people
I
are
think the prices
animals.
are a bit outrageous.
Yeah, y'all would
Yeah.
notice that these prices are exactly outrageous.
Where's Zeth when you need him, man? Jesus. Well,
The
how much of the hemp
rope
then?
Is 1 gold for 50 feet over.
Oh my God. I hiss in anger and I don't buy anything.
If you want it
Not-
bad enough, you'll pay.
You wait until we rescue this place and we shove you back in the freaking crypt, you psychopath.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, is there any way?
I don't say that out loud, but I think it.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can assist you so that prices?
Who wants to rough them up?
Buying my goods.
Well, your goods are a lot steep.
I take trades. I'm still waiting to see what you want for this helmet.
Holy water and potion of healings. That's what I'm interested in.
I do not have any potions. For
It's
holy
on the
water-
list.
Oh, that's the 20. Yeah. For holy water, he says, With this helmet and 5 gold, I'll give you the holy water flask.
That's insane. Well, I can't afford that, so I'll hold on to it.
I apologize. It appears we have wasted our trip here. I think we are finished. Should we?
As you're saying this, Laszlo goes back over to the counter and empties out his jewelry box, which contained, now you can all see, 3 golden rings, a
French
platinum
hands?
necklace with topaz gem in it, a ruby eye patch, and the jewelry box itself is ornate and has filigree. And he says, "You still want that cloak and those arrows?" And Bilsrath looks down and says, two of your gold rings. And they make the switchy swap. Oh wait, I think he got something else. Let me double check. Oh, thieves' tools. He actually grabs thieves' tools, working real thieves' tools. And after they do a switch, yeah. Basically, Laszlo takes all that stuff and just rakes it back into the jewelry box and puts it back in his backpack.
I don't know if I see
the 3 green gems before he does that and hand it to, or I kind of drop it in his box.
So you're putting your 3 gems in his jewelry box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
3 French hands, 2
You don't
turtle
want to
doves.
use that to buy anything?
Well, I mean, they
Just
won't.
donating them?
Well, I mean, I'm figuring I'm making a friend. Do they fetch anything? I show them to the. Yes, so I'm showing them to the man. I'd say, will these fetch anything?
He looks over each one and says, worth 10 gold apiece.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'll go ahead and make that swap.
So
How
you
much
want
is-
that holy water now?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And do I get the helmet?
Yes.
Okay, you still have 5 gold pieces.
How much did you say they were a piece?
The holy water is 25 gold apiece.
But you said the helm and 5 gold.
The helmet
For
with
the-
gem would be 30 gold. That's what I'm offering.
Okay.
So you have an excess of 5 gold.
So I had the 2 gems and the 5 gold.
You still have 2 gems and 5 gold, yes, technically.
All right.
He has 5 gold on your tab right now. Are you going to
Yes.
something? I'm trying to look at some things that you can spend it on. I mean, you can buy ammunition.
Get a healer's kit.
Don't I
Can't
have a
afford
healer's kit?
Yeah, that's gonna be too expensive.
Oh wait, yeah, you can. No, you can. Yeah. You can
They're
get
5
1
gold.
healer's- Yeah, you can get 1 healer's kit if you wish.
I'm trying to see if I have one. I guess I don't.
Yeah, 5
I'll-
gold normally, but his prices are outrageous.
Get a
Yeah.
box. You can buy a bunch of whetstones. You could buy some lamps. You could buy
Do you have-
a hooded lantern.
I was going to say, do you have oil?
Oil. Yes, he does have oil. You can buy a lot of oil. Basically, each flask is an iron piece. So
And I
you
have-
get 50 flasks of oil with.
I found my work pad. It have 1 gold piece and 8 iron on me, plus the 3 gems.
Okay. So you want some
So that, yeah, I'd like 5. How much is the oil?
1 iron piece.
So I'm going to give you 5 iron.
Okay. He's gonna give you 5 oil flasks.
And then I'll give you the helmet and 1 of the gems for the what is it? Holy water flask.
He says you can have this too. And he brings out a hunting trap and throws it on the counter.
Is that with the package, or are you offering? You just trying to sell?
That's your extra. That's your extra 5 gold.
Crap, I'll take it.
So you have
And
money.
then I have the 2 gems. How much is your tinderbox?
The tinder box. Oh, how much is the tinder box? Tinder box is 5 gold.
Are you shitting me?
What about your crowbar?
I don't think we need that.
No.
I have a tinderbox, man.
Crowbar's 2 gold.
Can we just set up a shop instead? Like, play the rest of the game just competing with this guy? Because I feel like we could beat him.
Yeah.
Oh, we make
I-
so much money.
How much? I'm just gonna take the other 2 gems for the cost of the gold.
Oh, you just want to switch out for gold? Okay.
Yes.
He says, usually I'm not a money lender, but it's fine.
So that's 60 gold.
No, you have 20 gold. They're 10 gold piece.
Tingle. Okay, sorry.
Nice try, though. I like it.
I wasn't even thinking about it. I thought he-
Sleight of hand. 60.
I think that's all I can willingly afford.
Is there such a thing as holy oil in D&D?
Holy oil?
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking of doing something like that.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not sure what your big plans are for holy oil. You just want to give someone an excellent massage.
No.
I mean, I was
Turned
thinking of lathering it on my sword.
It's a religious
Fire.
experience for a massage.
Yeah.
Holy flame.
Get an extra 1d6 or 2d6 off of damage who are susceptible to holy.
No, that
Or-
should be like a +5 on like seduction or something.
Yeah, or hit somebody who's susceptible to holy, like a vampire or whatever. If it turns out to be real, I don't know if it is or not. This is my character. And then set them on fire with holy oil, and it's just
No
an extra
vampires
damage.
are real.
Just get an
Very
image.
much apparent.
But I don't know if they are susceptible to fire or holy or
No, you're not sure what damage.
yeah.
I just got an image of
I mean, based
Yeah.
on your legends, you would say silver and garlic and all that shit.
Okay.
What was that about? Or Jake?
I just had an image of Zeth trying to seduce the other gnome, but he had the holy oil and he was like just rubbing the shoulders with the holy oil.
The guy with the tent?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Hey, I had a bar scene where I played a very elderly old woman and I was seducing a water genasi that was one of my players. It was great.
Oh my god.
Alright, does anybody else want to do business with good old Bildrath?
Hells to the no.
I want to fight his boy really bad now. I won't, but I want to.
It's ridiculously
I wanna
overpriced.
You can challenge
I
him
want to ask him
wrestling.
if he likes Strahd really leaving the land.
You want to do what left?
I'll take that
I want
challenge.
to ask him if he likes that Strahd is leader in this land.
Okay.
Leader of the pack. Brum, brum.
Yeah.
He says, I really don't have a choice in the matter. Unfortunately, I can't leave. I can only make do. My prices are high because people like you don't come here very often. If you need it bad enough, you'll
So what if
and I'll
you-
sell it to you.
What if you had a choice? Would you be willing to help those that gave you a choice?
This kind of talk gets someone killed. There was a rebellion not just a year ago. It did not go so well. I will stay here and I will sell my goods and I will live out the best life I can.
Do you take wagers?
I do. This is a boring life, as you would expect.
All right. Does your boy wrestle?
What?
He can arm wrestle. He's. I can't let him get into too much trouble. He gets carried away sometimes. One time he broke a fellow's back and they ended up stabbing him, his friends. It was a whole thing, and I lost my stock boy for about a week. So, he can arm wrestle.
Don't worry, I promise I won't hurt him. I want to wrestle him. I'll put 5 gold on the fight.
50.
I don't have 50 gold. I have
Then you are having an arm wrestle, my friend.
what? You win either way. I mean, if you think he's gonna win, why would you? If you don't think he's gonna win, why would you put more on?
Time losing a week of my stock boy. Did you not listen?
Your stock. You just said your stock boy won. He got carried away and he won.
This has to be worth my time and his time and muscle. So 50 gold.
Okay, 5 gold for the wager, and if I injure him, I'll throw in another 2 gold.
Nope. Arm wrestle.
Okay, how about you? How about we wrestle you?
Here. Will they chip in?
Nope.
Oh. Damn it.
Only if you tell us what you have available that's not on this list.
Nope.
He's like, what list?
I will bet my silver sword.
Like I said, I do not want your silver sword.
He has not
What's
seen
wrong
the
with
silver
people?
sword.
I'm not arm wrestling a giant. I'll wrestle a giant. I'm not arm wrestling a giant.
I thought he was,
Flawed. But okay.
Okay, he'll wrestle?
To buy something, or we're gonna keep having this back and forth.
No, we are
Ugh.
finished.
This guy's gonna get such a bad Yelp review.
He wouldn't let me wrestle his son. Damn it!
1 star.
I would love to see that Yelp review, and I'd love to see the business's reply to that.
Yeah. The next time I go in there, I expect him to let me kick his son's ass.
I apologize for your experience. Usually our son is up for wrestling. It's just this time. You just can't afford it. I'm so sorry.
He just wasn't feeling so great.
Alright.
Come in next time when we'll set you up.
Alright.
Let you wrestle this barrel over here.
Yeah. Anyone else do anything before they leave?
No.
Just goes about his business putting stuff away.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna check on Arena, but other than that, no.
Alright. Checking on Arena, she is still like she like looks you come up to her and she looks up to you and actually looks you in the eye. Her eyes very red around the edges, dried tears. It looks like she's cried so much that she can't cry anymore. But she doesn't say anything.
Okay, so I guess I'll just backing her out of the store.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what is Olaf gonna do? Wrestle her? I don't think that's gonna help.
I'm fine with it. I can laugh at what y'all do. It's great. I love it.
She doesn't have the complex emotions. She doesn't know what to do. She's confused.
Alright.
she confused it. Okay, yeah, let's go to.
Go ahead.
Before,
Meister's house, or what's up,
yeah, I was gonna say before I Smithy now
You broke up.
What?
is
Schmid,
Bef-
bada.
before I leave the
Damn it.
is
You keep breaking up. Your mic cuts out after 3 seconds or something like
what is that? Can you hear me now?
that.
Okay, I asked the merchant, is there a smithy in town?
Says, no, you'd have to go to Valaki for something like that.
And I'm assuming that's another town away.
Yeah, they've mentioned Valaki a couple times. That's where you're supposed to be taking out Rena.
Gotcha.
We weren't in there long enough for a long rest, were we? A short rest.
No. Nice try, though.
Thought I'd find out.
Yeah. Alright, you ever going to the Burgermeister's house to rest?
Yes. I answer for me and Adric. Both of us are going to Burgermeisters.
All right, you get to their lovely abode here, and yeah, it's still pretty early. I mean, you bury the Burgermeister at dawn, basically, even though it took you forever to dig a hole, I guess. But all of this has happened before what you would think would be in the span of like a couple hours. The Strahd fight happened very fast. You recuperated and made your way to the merchant before resting, because y'all were just fearless warriors. And now you're over to the Burgermeister and you're gonna rest now. So how long are you gonna rest for?
I missed half that fight, maybe more of that fight. Did it look like he was just moonwalking, or did we put up a fight?
You would have seen attacks at Strahd to basically just glance right off of him, and he didn't seem to take any damage.
Okay.
I will mention. I did notice something interesting. When the attacks landed, the sky lit up red briefly. In a particular direction, by the way, Matt, or was it just
from the castle? You could tell by the second strike, or actually it was the third strike. First strike you didn't notice. Second strike you noticed. Third strike you noticed that it came from the castle, Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
You've been told that is Castle Ravenloft, and also is the home of Strahd.
It came from Castle. He might have extra spell that transfers damage or something. So maybe he was getting hit,
It
but
just didn't
it
really
was
do any much.
yeah, because it would hurt the thing in Castle first.
Yeah, I mean, Torvin, you actually struck him with
Yeah.
your star. Now, Ovok did try to parry it, so it softened the blow, but your blow should have dealt damage, and you saw that it didn't leave a scratch or anything. He was unfazed.
Yeah.
So maybe we do enough damage, we destroy whatever thing in Castle that is sucking up damage, and then we start hitting him. I don't know how long we'd last, though.
Can I roll to see if I know, being that I was in the... That's what
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, being that I was in the Lords of Light, there would be... I was going to say, is there any way I would know anything about...
Is there any way you would know anything about what? You keep cutting out, man. I'm sorry, your mic.
I don't know why I'm right on it. My attack's not doing anything.
Based off your current knowledge, no. Selkar, you can roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me make sure.
Laria, I know you stepped away, Michelle, but Selkar explained how he saw the sky shine red when Strahd was struck, and you can roll Arcana check as well as he gives you this information.
I'd like to, before I'd like to ask Adric. Adric, do you know anything about this? Could he roll for Arcana? Because he's got expertise in it. Okay. Arcana and...
Well, y'all don't rely on me for no damn help.
Hold on. Roll 1d4. 11.
You aren't doing very good, but I'll say, wow, even with advantage. Okay. I'll say between the both of you, you kind of talk about and discuss it. You believe it to be some sort of enchantment magic, and that's as far as the both of you can get.
Enchanted whatever object it is, or enchanted himself?
There's some sort of link of enchantment magic. You're not sure.
Cool.
I feel like the damage is going somewhere else. Is there a painting? I'm just kidding.
A painting of what?
Oh, crap! I forgot, Matt. I forgot to get.
That was out of character. I'm talking. The guy got painted, and whatever damage done to him is done to the painting.
Oh, Dorian Gray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing for Dorian Gray.
I forgot to the thieves' tools. How much were they? I forgot to ask for Adric.
He already has thieves' tools. Why would he get thieves' tools?
I thought they were the broken, crappy
No,
ones.
He found thieves' tools.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah. He found one. Laszlo was the only one that was proficient with thieves' tools that didn't have them. So
Didn't miss them.
I will
Okay.
also say when y'all make it to the Burgermeister's house, Laszlo offers up his thieves' tools to anybody that would like to, be a thief with him.
He's got the broken spare set, the bad one.
Yeah, it just gives you disadvantage when you use it, but you can still use it.
I'd like to try.
Proficiency, but
No.
you still use it.
Yeah, I don't have proficiency. Adric does, but I don't. I'd like to try.
So
Mess around. Do you have spare training lock?
Laszlo just shakes his little cat head, and he now has his hood on. By the way, it's actually a pretty nice oilskin hooded cloak that he has, and
Nice.
yeah, he gives you the thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools. Adding the thieves' tools to my list here. Ta-da-dum.
So I'm trying to put my currency in roll 20. Can I put the 5 iron as 5 silver, or
Yeah, you could do that if you want.
okay? Because I'm trying to figure out how to put it in there.
You could track probably your silver pieces somewhere else because they're not really currency, or at least not the
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So y'all are
Okay.
at Burgermeister's house. How long are y'all resting?
Oh shit!
What
I
time
already
is
had a
it?
tinderbox.
You have 2 of them now.
What time?
I didn't buy the tinderbox.
Oh yeah, you didn't. It is so only 3 hours have passed since you've left, and you were up at dawn. So time is kind of eluding you at the moment because it's none of you have a watch, first of all, and
The sun.
yeah, it's in Barovia. It's kind of a pain.
So this is the we're in Burgermeister, who is the guy who died. Who I guess now it's her house. Is that right?
Yeah, one got well, the Burgermeister was killed, or well, wasn't killed. He had a heart attack, from what you're told. And
Yeah.
Ismark, his son, was just taken from Strahd. You all saw that, and now Irina is the only survivor.
Cool.
Who we are ignoring.
I will.
Just kind of there.
I'll sit down next to Arena and say, "Hi, Alina. How are you doing?" Wait, that's a dumb question. Not doing great. I'm supposed to be cleric and talk nice to people, but I've never been good at this.
So basically, you go into the house, and there's this, just basically like this sofa, I guess you would say, to put it in simpler terms. And she sits down on it, and you sit down next to her and talk to her, and you can see that she's looking at what she had snatched off Ismark, his necklace, and you look down and you see just a symbol on it, but you recognize this symbol to be the one that is actually on the door of the house, and is also on a post in front of the house, and is also on a couple cloths amongst like the kitchenware and whatnot. So it's kind of adorned throughout this house. So you notice that, and she just moves it. She holds it, clutches it very tight, and she looks over at you. Doesn't say anything, but she does lock eyes with you.
I can't promise nothing will happen to him. I don't know what the Strahd person is. I know he's vampire. I thought those were fake. Well, never mind. But I mean, I hope we can get him back. I mean, we'll get him back. He'll be fine. Don't you worry.
still looks at you, and her eyes as dull and as like glazed over as they were when you start talking about him and getting him back. She says, Ismark. His name is Ismark.
I apologize. Names have always been a weak spot for me. Ismark will be just fine because we will get Ismar back. Ismark back. It's a difficult word for my tongue. But don't worry, he'll be fine, I'm sure, because the vampire guy, he wants you, right? So he'll keep him okay.
No.
Isn't that what bad guys do? They bribe you with your loved ones?
He's using him to bring me to his castle. I know this. She stares back at the amulet. She says, Ismark. I hope to see him one day. I don't think we can save him now. I can't save him.
I asked her.
To Strahd.
Good.
What was that last part, man? I'm sorry.
She says she's powerless when it comes to Strahd.
I noticed her staring at that amulet, and I asked her, "What is the significance of this symbol I see in many places?"
This belonged to the Burgermeister. After his death, Ismark took the title. Not for very long. But this is his family's sigil. The Endurovich, my family's sigil. And the last bit she says very sternly and like just clasped it. You see a little bit of fire coming back to her eyes.
Adric, what does he do? No, do I know if anybody does the detect magic spell? Guess not. Cool.
Pull out a little bit of ink and just kind of like mark the symbol on the parchment or something that I got on me so that I could try to
Do you have
remember it. I do have ink and parchment.
Alright. Sounds good.
Well, I am sure that we'll find him and rescue him soon. In another, say, 7 levels.
She says,
Oh, I do have a lock. Oh, sorry.
nice. She says, I will be with you when the time comes. For now, I must go to Valaki.
Is there anything? Oh,
There to
sorry.
be allies there that can help me save my brother. Go ahead.
Then we will escort you to Valaki and see if we can help these allies. Is there anything in the house that you need? A watch, maybe, or silver pieces, or anything we can use to help?
She shakes her head and says, Ismark packed the only food we needed. There's, other than what the gear I have on me, there's nothing. I can take another look. If you all need to rest, I should probably rest myself.
Maybe take pocket watch or sorry.
Just gotta have something, don't you? Just gotta have a watch. Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said y'all can't tell the time of the day.
We're gonna ask every merchant in person from here to Kingdom Come for a fucking pocket watch.
I guess
Okay, yeah. I've got. Oh, by the way, I think that lock. I think that lock is the thing I got. Maybe I'm thinking of a different character.
I asked
What was
her.
that lock that if you put a drop of blood in it, it could not be unlocked or something? Remember we talked about it a long time ago?
I think you had that, but it was destroyed.
Was that level? Was that because the level 5 thing?
Yeah.
And now it's just a regular lock.
Yeah,
Okay, not a magic lock anymore. Okay, well I can still practice on the lock at least.
that's true.
I was gonna ask her this symbol, your family's crest, or that's what it is, right? Their family crest.
Yeah, and Darovich's crest.
So you said these people would ally to you or ally to the cause?
You're talking about the family or what people?
The people she's going to see.
Oh, she says, I just know that there's allies allies for enemies of Strahd there. It's farther out of his reach, and they're supposed to be, well, more lively than the village here, which
Well,
doesn't say much.
I was gonna say if they were more allied to scraps of material with these symbols on it, put it on her.
You were cutting out so bad, buddy.
I don't know why.
Your sensitivity or something needs to be turned up for your mic.
Hold on, let me.
I mean, I hear everything you say for the first 3 seconds, and then you start.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if it's using the wrong mic. No, it doesn't seem to be using the wrong mic.
Let me ask this: what kind of rest are we doing, guys?
Since it's so early, I suggest they maybe short the rest to just recoup and then
that
get
might
on
do
the
it.
road, and then we'll camp once we get out.
Is it better now?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, the mic was turned around.
So
It swivels. So I was asking her, did the people, were they more allied to her or allied to the cause? Take some of these banners or pieces of material with the symbol on it and stitch it into our clothing to show that we are with her.
You really shouldn't need to do anything like that. It's easier to spot enemies than it is allies, and I think you look like enemies. Also, I should be with you.
We're not dead, so. All right, I really don't know what to say after that. So.
Okay, you are doing a short rest. Is that agreed upon?
Yeah.
a short rest does me no good. So
One is good.
just letting y'all know that. Like my spells are used up. If I only do a short rest, I don't get them back.
Well, neither do I, but I have lots of health down, and I got a few spell slots left. Hey, you said we're about midday. You said,
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah. You're a little bit earlier than midday.
So if we take short rest and travel for about 4 hours, then we can take long rest.
But we're in a safe place, though. I don't know. I think
Oh, go ahead.
maybe we're not in a safe place. Sorry, I disappeared for a couple of minutes, so maybe we're not in a great place. But if we're in the house, I would say long rest. Then we can all get full and healthy, and we can leave at night. Sure.
I'd rather not travel at night. Not that it probably makes a difference, but daytime I get at least further out. So if we want to stay, that's fine. But I would suggest staying till morning.
If you are having this conversation near Esmeralda, are you? Not Esmeralda.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm saying it out loud.
Near Irina, she would suggest traveling. She says, traveling during the day would be best. When the creatures of Strahd assaulted our home, it was always at night. I believe them to be more lively then.
I don't know if sleeping here in a place where creatures know we are, or but behind walls, or sleeping on the road where it's harder to find us, but but we're out in the open. I don't know which one would be better, but definitely travel during daytime. I'm okay either way, staying here all night or traveling 4 hours and sleeping on the road. I'm gonna guess that Adric would vote for traveling 4 hours and then getting going. Who else? What do you
Let's
want
do
to
it.
do, Ovak?
You can do short if you like.
Torvin? Or wait, was he gone? Did he say he'd be back?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'll follow the group.
Ilaria?
I'm good. Yep, let's do it.
So short rest, then travel 4 hours and camp on the road. Well, not
Yep.
on the road, but in thicket somewhere.
Sure.
I guess that's short rest. I follow the group. Everyone else seems to want to follow the group. So Adric said, let's go. I hope I got that right.
Okay. So.
Whatever you're eating, it looks good. I wish it smelled good. Well, it probably does smell good. I just can't smell it.
Smells like crap. Hate it. Yeah. So go ahead and you can take your short rest. Just let me know if you're doing anything other than just kind of chilling. And yeah, go ahead and die if you're trying to recover.
What is my hit die? That's the question. 1d8.
And whenever you roll, do the calculations and make that change.
How many spell slots do we get?
Depends on your class. I think Paladin gets none.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which means
Get spell slots back.
Which means I have no spells to use.
I want to say that
Rest for longer. That's fine. I just, Esmeralda spoke. God damn! Why do I keep saying Esmeralda? Irina spoke her piece. Jeez. Alrighty.
wait, does nobody have spells? I mean, I've got some spells. I saved a few.
I think me and Lario spent.
Don't have cantrip or
Paladin.
I have my cantrips, yes. I think I have one level 1 spell in my cantrips.
Did I heal anyone during last combat?
I want to
Me, I
say
think.
yes.
I didn't get.
Yeah, I think you did.
In fact,
I was here
I
with
just
you,
remembered, by the way, I did go down. It was because I had 2 death saving throws. Because he first one hit me and he hit me again, and it was a critical because I was down.
I don't think anyone healed you. I think we settled you, and you were just awake.
No, the
There was a potion that was used. I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and the cleric brought me up.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, the
Donovan
priest.
healed you.
Yeah, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Saving throws.
Yep. I was rolling another character right then. It's like, hey, I got 1 death saving throw.
Oh, okay. So I don't think I healed any because you were saved. Because I didn't get a chance to get near anyone.
Okay, so you have all your lay on hands. Is that what you said?
And that's all I got.
Cleric power.
Okay. All right. So y'all doing short rest, or we? Okay. Just guarantee, is this what's happening? We're all moving out after an hour and a half ish. Right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Everyone's
Yeah,
excited?
nobody said, hey, no, I need it. But yeah, so nobody has spells except for me, and Alaria's got
Cantrips.
cantrips. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that should be enough to take care of stuff.
Really?
Oh fuck.
It'd be amazing.
No, he just rolled a 1 on getting hit dice.
Whatever. It's fine.
Good die.
I'll deal.
He has 3 of them.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah, I
have
had to
nothing
roll
else,
2.
but I have health. I hope to God we don't run into any combat between now
No,
and the long rest.
I think, Matt, he was saying you have 3 hit die, not 3 hit points.
Yeah, you have 3 hit die. You have 2 more die.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead and use them.
Apparently only had 23 when I started. I don't. Apparently the heals that you guys gave me last time were amazing. Because I'm pretty sure I kept up with that.
It's possible.
I threw several healing out.
I'll do another hit dice just to make sure that I actually did. Yeah, I'm definitely maxed now according to this. I'm sorry, I'm not great at
I
that.
need to do short rest for him, even though it probably won't matter.
Alright, so...
Oh, I can't do short rest.
Alright, so all of you... Oh, wait, you're talking about Adrian.
Yeah, I can't hit the short rest on his D&D, so...
Laszlo, I need to update his thing. I saw his hit points were down. Let me do his hit die.
I don't think he loses anything, though. I don't see a...
Yeah, Laszlo's hurt.
Yeah, he had like 2 hit points or something. He was like bleeding out his nostrils or something, wasn't he?
He's pretty good now with those. He still has 1 more hit die.
It's like, don't forget to use hit die, because when we take long rest, you get half back.
I don't know where his spell slots are. I know he cast 1 spell. Let's see if he kept track of that.
He might have kept him on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, he's got him here. He has 2 slots remaining. Okay, cool. Alright, he's good. Let me pop this out so we can use it.
Just...
Please, cool. Alright. We're good there.
Alright.
Alright, guys. So do a 5-minute break and then we'll get back to this. Basically, y'all are gonna wake up and then I guess head out. Unless y'all want to do... Well, before y'all head out, is there any other business y'all want to do in the village Barovia? Oh, I didn't even give y'all something. This is very important. About this.
Other than a pocket watch, just let me know if there's any like abandoned buildings. We need to search for a pocket watch. I don't want to carry a grandfather clock, but you know.
Roll D100 for pocket watch.
That's right.
This is not
35.
Nope, no pocket watch. You got some
Okay.
pocket lint.
Got some pocket lint.
Close.
We could use that to start a fire later.
So close. Wait, where is the thing that I was supposed to give y'all? Alright, 1 second. Let me grab this. I thought I had it saved, but I guess not, because I'm a big dummy. Big dummy. Alright, so where are y'all at? Y'all are here. I'm putting this in out for all of you to see. But all players choose a file. Or I can just drop the file. Okay. Alright. Yep.
Character also regains
Okay,
spent
so in the
tile.
handouts, after y'all rest, before y'all are about to make your way and whatnot, you're recuperating. If you go to handouts, you will see a map.
Mysterious letter.
Nope, you'll
No.
see a map of Barovia.
Just uploaded.
Yep. Esmeralda. God dang.
What
I'm
did-
about to rename her. I'm about to
What
just
Disney
rename her.
movies have you been watching
Yeah,
recently?
right. Sexy Esmeralda, man. She gets me every time. Irina finds this and gives it to each of you and plots, like says, you know, we are here, which village of Barovia, far east.
and says that the red line is well-traveled roads, and that you will be heading to Valaki, which is way the hell over there below Lake Zarovich.
I don't see. I can barely see names.
Here, let me do this to make it.
I asked her.
If you click on it, you can see the names. You click on the magnifying glass.
It doesn't zoom in any further.
Kick some glasses, Chris. God.
I don't know. Wait, I can see Lake. Now that I zoomed my browser to 200%.
It's also, I put it on the sheet with you guys. So.
Okay, cool.
I asked her on the way there. Do you know or think of any other possible allies on the way?
Can you upload it to Discord so we can have it?
Yeah, I'll put it on Discord.
Thanks. And where are we heading? You said below Lake. Here? Oh, wait, no, that's not. I thought it was the background, but it's not.
There.
Okay, cool.
See it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Valaki.
Yep.
And we are.
It might give me a Memphis too big. Oh, it's there. There you go. It's in there as well. You'll have it on so many platforms now. So Torvin, she looks up at you with your big minotaur, beautiful eyes, and she says, "We'll be lucky if we make it there in one piece, let alone find any allies."
What was the thought?
Also, to give y'all another picture here, because I thought I already did this, but I probably did not. Because we're going to take
There we
5 in a
go.
minute. Just to let everybody know we are about to take 5. Oh, that's the wrong campaign, man.
Yeah, Matt.
Thank
Listen to
you.
yourself, Matt.
What an idiot.
Where are we on this map? I see that we're going to Valaki, but
Village of Barovia, Far East. This is Irina, by the way. So, very striking young lady. And she is well adorned with this armor and this sword as well. So, yeah. So, yes, you're departing village of Barovia. The Burgermeister's house is actually on the edge of the village, so you're already actually right where you need to go as far as the village is concerned. You don't need to walk back through the village. And then you'll be departing south towards, on the river it says the Ivlis. Yeah, I think it's the Ivlis River. Ivlis. I'm gonna go with Ivlis, I like that better, just right now. And then you'll go through, the woods and whatnot, depending on your paths and such. So, but yeah, we're gonna take at least a 5-minute break here and then come back. We are going till 10:30 tonight, so don't forget about that. Make sure you enjoy your 5-minute break. If you go for 6 minutes, I won't blame you. It's okay.
I like it. If you go for 6 minutes, it's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, guys, I'll be back.
Pretty sure we lost someone.
We lost no
Chris.
one. Chris is right there.
He's in
Yeah, I think
AFK.
he's muted.
Yeah, he's in AFK. I don't think he's noticed yet. Let's see how long it takes him.
Yeah.
It's me
not
that's
that
muted.
long. Doesn't take him that long.
I thought it was you that was muted, again. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not hearing any other body. Maybe it's me.
Any other body.
Yeah.
Anybody
Unless-
can
Yep.
actually listen to.
Yeah, after 6 minutes, it kicks you out.
I've got 3 bodies in my hit. I mean, just the one.
You only got 3?
Yeah.
I have to leave.
Sorry about that. I had a cat situation I had to take care of.
Don't you love those? Does it have one less life now?
No. Though it was close. I almost killed it.
So close.
I keep trying to do a voice for Torvin, and they always turn out just like deep and evil. I'm like, Torvin is the furthest from evil, but he's always evil voice. I'm like, damn it.
Maybe that's his.
Well, you can always talk an octave. An
Huge
Hello, I'm Torvin.
Hello.
I got kicked in the balls way too many times as a kid.
Yep.
That's why Torvin got kicked out of his clan.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I am now a eunuch. I'm gonna totally do that voice. It's gonna be almost Mickey Mouse-ish. I don't know for what character. Maybe my next one. When Selkar dies.
I think you need to implement a character into the game just to be like Finnegan.
It's gonna
Just
be a
an NPC.
halfling druid healer.
Just an NPC named Finnegan.
Finnegan totally would appear here and be like, I broke into this place because I'm amazing. So
Ooh,
good.
Sounds like a bard. I'll take a bard. No, see, my next bard is going to be like super depressed. I am totally doing a suicidal bard.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And
That's not original at all.
yeah, I'm doing a really angry suicidal type bard, but he doesn't actually do any music. He's like classical trained and shit, but he hates music. His parents made him learn it.
His hair's gonna be gelled to the side.
No.
Acapella, that's the thing.
Dyed black.
Yeah. No, he's gonna be like a spoken word bullshit. Because he's so tired of the rest of the like high class hoity-toity art people. He's gonna just like spoken word, not even rhymed, just like, and you're healed. And you're banned. Just bored with life.
He's gonna wake up in the morning and find out his party left him.
That's right.
Yep, he'll just be like, well, go back to sleep, just rolls over.
Yeah.
Roll a new character.
I knew life sucked. I didn't realize I did too. And then kills himself.
No. Don't do that. All right. Cool. So, Irina gives y'all this handy-dandy, trusty map of Barovia. So now y'all can see what Barovia looks like. So you can see the gate over here that you saw was closed. Are y'all on this page? Yep.
Yes.
The gate over here that was closed, the road that you took into Barovia, the death house would be right over here on the edge of the, kind of on the edge of the village here. Now you're on the other end of the village, and you will be departing towards this direction.
Where was the church place thing
Church
that we?
was north of Barovia.
So we could have seen that.
This is the castle. This is Castle Ravenloft. And you would know this based on just the topography and whatnot, because this area right here is like very large cliff sides. So this castle kind of overlooks all of Barovia, much like this picture, like this. So you're going to be heading south towards, which it's really hard for me to get perspective about this, so I'm not going to try, but towards the river from the village here on this picture. So I'm going to put y'all back on the map, because y'all are going to be traveling.
So, I want to ask Irina. Irina, what does dotted line here mean? You know, it splits off. I can't indicate, but the dotted line by the. Apparently, I can't do my little thingy.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. What's dotted line mean right here?
She looks at you and she's like, I really don't know. I've spent all of my life in Barovia.
Oh.
I'm probably not the best to be reading a map. I just knew that the Burgermeister, the late Burgermeister, had this, so I thought it would come in handy.
Very handy. Now I have questions. Maybe we shouldn't go past. I can click now. Maybe we shouldn't go past road to bad place. Maybe we break off here and go across country. Maybe that's bad idea. Is there anybody on the way out of town we can just ask? that travels, or does everybody stay inside? Everybody to stay inside.
Most the villagers you're gonna find they don't travel.
Cool.
I have spoken to Granny a couple times, and she travels. She takes the road.
Well, if Granny can travel road, I guess we can too. So she wouldn't cut across right here. That's smaller than your village. Maybe it's clear.
I don't know. She doesn't tell me all of the details, but she said that she takes the road.
Hmm.
She might even take this dotted. I'm not sure.
Is Granny any relation to you?
Granny is in the relation to the village. Everyone calls her Granny.
Oh, okay, so it's just a term of endearment.
Yeah, she's more of a peddler.
Ooh.
Like grandma.
Is Granny on the way out of? Is Granny on the way out of town?
She sells pies, dream pies, as she calls them.
Whoa.
Sometimes she's in the town. I'm not sure she is now. She usually pushes around a cart full of her pies.
I don't want any of Grandma's dream pies.
So y'all probably don't remember, but when you entered the first time, coming out of the death house, you saw a figure pushing a cart right at the very end of the main road. She had taken a turn, and you saw an individual pushing a cart over the cobblestone.
Got it, yeah.
In the town back where we came from?
In the village, yes. In this village, you had seen that. Now, I'll say with all your travelings, you hadn't seen that today.
I look at Silkar.
That was yesterday after you all got out of the death house.
Gotcha. I asked Selkar would it be wise to speak to her to see if she knows any other routes or burdens on the trail.
I think more information is always wise. And we have half a day. We might as well use it. If we takes too long, then we can sleep here tonight. If we find it quickly, we can continue. Or maybe she says, don't. Stay here tonight and go in the morning. But yes, I think it would be wise to find her. I don't know what Adric would want to do. Do you guys want to find her?
I mean, it seems logical to do so.
Then let's do that.
It's only logical.
Okay.
And I'll ask, what's her name? Wait, hold on. Don't tell me. Esmeralda, that's it. I'll ask Actually, no, I have no idea what her name is. That's why I said Esmeralda. Irina. Hold on, I probably have it in my notes.
Irina Inderovich.
Okay, Irina. I think we want to find Granny first. Do you know where she might be?
She usually takes her cart around the village, so she doesn't live here as far as I know, but she comes in the village with her cart.
Well, let's go around the village. Maybe we go opposite. Does she normally go clockwise or counter, or does she go random?
Really not sure.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, so y'all are searching for Granny. Go ahead and I'll say for the sake of time, if y'all are gonna split up or whatnot, what's your strategy here?
I really don't. The town's not that big, correct?
No, it's not that big.
Yes.
Yeah, are we all within shouting range if something happens?
From the ends of the town, no.
Okay.
But if you want to stay in shouting range, you can.
Yeah, Adric is normally really good at investigations and stuff, and so I guess I'll guide him if and then we can go. Do we want to split up and just cover more ground? Do we want to cover
the door
more ground?
She's across the street.
All out and then on the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say she open the door. She's half knocked.
Healing potions, 2 gold for 2 gold for healing potions. Hint, hint. Yes.
Yeah, you wish.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll just kind of split up a little bit and cat. Oh shit. What's his name? Normally I can see it here. What's the cat guy's name?
Laszlo.
Laszlo. Isn't he good with investigations?
He's good with perception. I don't think investigation. Let me double check.
Or is that Ovak that's good with investigations? Somebody was good
No,
with
not
investigations.
me.
Thought it
Torben?
was your
Oh,
Alari?
he is
your
proficient. He
brother.
has +3. He has +3. So
Okay.
he's proficient.
Cool.
Perception.
So what should I roll to look for her?
Well, I was trying to figure out what your strategy was, and then I was going to tell you
Mhm.
what to roll.
Got it.
I think we should split into 2 groups, and we go. One go left around and one go right around, and we look down all the roads and see what we can find.
Aye.
Maybe ask the people we see if there are any people, because I know that, pretty dead town. But hopefully, Arena will help point us to more populated areas. She's not going to want to wander down streets that have no people if she's peddling.
Okay. Everyone
Sound like
that's branching off and whatnot do perception checks, and
Her.
do investigation check for Adric as well.
Okay.
Of course.
Selkar, that's not the right.
The first one was going to be mine, so I guess that's my 7 for perception, because my perception's also +5. The 25 though is Adric. That's his investigation.
Why are you rolling off the same character sheet?
I don't. I roll it off the one, but it puts my name on both. I just have to hover over and find out which one got the +5
that makes
to it.
sense because
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing for myself.
1d4. So that's my guidance for. Well, I was going to guide me, but I already said I was going to guide Adric, and he doesn't need it. But fuck. Okay, well, Adric gets it.
Okay,
28, because that's what I said.
so with the rolls, I'm going to say this. So with the rolls, I'll say that no one did that great at perception. But with the roll, wait, Torben, did you? Ovok, did you not roll? Is Ovok's here, right?
I'm here, yeah.
Are you not rolling to
It's a dark and foggy town.
For me.
look around?
And
You don't have to. You're just following with the people. That's fine too.
yeah, I'm just following.
Okay. So with the rolls, I'll say that none of you see Granny. I will say that Laszlo, only Laszlo. Oh wait, you gave yourself 3. Yeah, so only Laszlo sees like a couple people that go into as y'all basically approach, or as he approaches, you see a couple people like close their doors real quick and go back into their homes. He sees this, which he'll tell you. With the crit success of the investigation, I'll say that Adric, looking around the village after being described about the cart, looking for tracks of this such, even though it's on cobblestone, some of it muddied, some of it rain-worn, he can see that there's no recent cart tracks, even though you just saw them two days ago. It doesn't look like there any cart tracks in town that seem to be recent, as if nothing. Basically, if she has traveled, she hasn't traveled with her cart in the past 24 hours in the town.
Okay. Where did we see her turn down when we came by? When we came back?
Towards the church. And I'll say that with those checks, I'm just like, y'all looked
She's-
throughout the town, basically. Like, y'all
Okay.
went down the main roads and whatnot. You don't find any sign of her.
And the carts, the tracks we find are 24 hours old.
Yeah, anything that Adric has found is much older than 24 hours. So it doesn't look like she has made any traveling today.
Maybe we
At
find
least not
her
in
on
town.
road. I guess we maybe we go out of town and see if she left today. Maybe we follow down the road and hopefully catch up, or at least follow her tracks. How much time did we use, by the way?
It's a pretty small village. I'll say an hour and a half to just.
So we've got about 3 hours left to dark.
That's not a small village.
More so.
Okay.
It's small, but your perception checks weren't that good, so you had to take a little bit extra time to make sure.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't just look down the thing and be like, "Oh, we good." You had to be like,
Oh,
"Let me take a little bit better look."
that seems like a town at that point. Big a town.
So yeah, let's.
Borderline city.
I guess we'll just get on the road. If we can't find her, we can't find her. And there's no other village or anything this direction, right? It's all. This is the last village on the road before the.
According to
What
the map,
seems
yes,
to be the-
and what you've seen, if this is in fact where you came from, no, you haven't seen any villages.
Okay. So I guess we just do our best. Yes.
Aye.
Okay, so are y'all exiting the village?
Yeah. Adric is going to try and keep an eye out for any car tracks leaving. Maybe newer than 24 hours, or at least the newest, and try and keep an eye on them as we go.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
I'll still go off of his crit roll and say that as y'all are exiting the village, he does in fact see small cart-like tracks that are not. They're too small to be a wagon.
Cool.
But it still seems like it's been a few hours since they've passed.
Well, why don't we hurry up and see if we can catch up to her?
I was going to ask a question. Would I be able to smell any fresh baked goods?
You could always try, but going off your perception checks, you wouldn't have smelled any.
Okay.
Wait, do we know
I'm
she's
not-
that
I'm
kind
not
of
sure
peddler?
if minotaurs can smell better
Well,
than.
Irina told you that she sells pies.
Oh, pies. Okay. That was
Yeah.
dream pie. I was thinking that was some special.
I'll try to roll for it.
Yeah, you can attempt to roll again. I was just going off your 8.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's perception. That's all your senses while you're looking for her.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that he thinks about the pies and tries to see if he can smell any fresh baked goods because they do put out a good smell. So
Okay.
I will say I roll. I can't see.
Another 8.
Damn.
Other than the rations in your backpack, you don't smell any.
I was trying so hard.
You catch whiff of a amazing donut that's about 100 yards away. No, I'm just kidding.
I blush.
Y'all smell this? Smell that? Bye. All right. So.
Okay, so yeah, Adric and I will keep out for tracks along the way, and then maybe Torvin can keep a smell out for pies, and we'll try and travel quickly.
All right. So
Well, that's if minotaurs have good sense.
Are you on travel fast rate?
Yeah, fast rate until it starts to get close to dark. I think we should try and make camp before it gets dark. That way we are secure and have a location. Anyway, there we go.
Okay. Okay, so that means that y'all are gonna get. I guess I can start drawing some stuff out here to make this a little bit easier on your tracking. I'll make it yellow. Is this gonna work? Yeah, kinda. I didn't want to do that. Great, awesome. All right. That's not what I wanted to do, thing. Okay. So, you are all departing here. You're going to go at the fast rate. So, basically, what I've done this down to is that you're going to travel one of these hexes in an hour. Because you're moving fast. I need to know who is leading. Like, is anyone scouting ahead?
Obviously, you cannot stealth at this rate.
Um,
Moving
it
fast.
yeah, I'll keep an eye on. I guess that would be me actually, because I've got the good outdoorsy skills and tracking and stuff, the survival thing.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has good
I believe
travel.
Laszlo has decent survival, yes, and
Okay.
perception as well. So the both of you can take the front. If you
Sounds
wish.
great.
Go ahead and put your tokens out. Just put it around this area and just put them in a marching order.
I was gonna take Laszlo and put him on my shoulder. I missed my friend.
I'm right there. The
I
problem
missed
is
Drew.
I'm like I've traveled 4 hours just by standing, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, marching order as far as moving over here.
I'll follow Selkar.
Basically, it's gonna look like something. I'm gonna do your names like this. All right, so if Selkar and Laszlo are leading, how are y'all going? And y'all are on a road.
I'll follow Selkar.
How
I gotta take care of that stupid prone right now.
how wide is the road? It's not like we can travel like next to each other, you know, right?
Yeah. You can travel next to each other. It's a like basically leaving the village. It narrows, but it's at least 10 feet. Even
So
if
then,
it's
which way is the road in our Selkar Laszlo?
y'all are leading the way, so this is the front.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So however you want to do that, Torvin says he's going to be here somewhere behind. So
Oh,
I don't know where Ovok. Go ahead and just place your people where you're going. Um, wherever you're going to be.
I'm sure Adric would want to be toward the back and keeping an eye out and protecting.
Okay. Alaria, you're a little bit off the road there. If that's what you want to do, it's fine. Yeah, so the road is, I'm just going to say it's not going to be much wider than Selkar and Laszlo as far as their height in between each other. Makes it better. Okay, that's good enough. I need perception checks from Selkar and Laszlo. Then we'll just do like that. Y'all have this pattern going on here. Perception checks. Wow, go Laszlo. Okay, between the both of you for sure. As you're traveling, you make it out of the village. 1 hour passes. Y'all are also, I will say, by the way, moving it fast, you get -5 to your perception. So this is -5.
We're concentrating on not tripping.
Yeah, you're concentrating on moving faster. So you exit the village. Irina, I should put Irina in there, huh? I always forget about these freaking NPCs. I didn't call her Esmeralda though. I'll put her there, I guess. I don't know where to put her. She's fine. Excuse me. So, leaving. An hour passes. Basically, you see nothing but like these plains and kind of farmlands that are stretching out before you as you leave the village. As you go further, going into the your second hour. So basically, like mile 7 at this point. Y'all are moving pretty fast, so you're all starting to breathe a little bit heavy. You're not nearly close to exhaustion, but you are starting to feel it a little bit. So moving in close to this, Selkar and definitely Laszlo would see. All of you would still see this farmland stretched out. Selkar and Laszlo, you see these amongst the farmland is very, very tall crops growing. So we'll just say for the sake of it, corn, because it's pretty tall. And it's stretching out into these vast fields on both sides of you. And Selkar and Laszlo, both of you see on the top above the corn on both sides of the fields, you start to see these staggered structures built, standing and like looming over the crop fields, in which you notice them to be scarecrows. And y'all are still traveling. You still see lots of these farms, and you see some of these scarecrows, going a little bit further ahead. As far as like on the road, you're not seeing any activity. No one else is on the road currently. You're still, I'll say, with passive investigation or whatnot, you're still seeing these cart tracks. So you're still following them basically. Is there anything that y'all want to do?
If we start losing the cart tracks, I want to slow down a bit to try and make sure we keep those, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Just to, not, I don't want to, if we catch them up again, then we'll speed up again, but I don't know what that'll do, but let me know if it becomes a problem.
Okay. And everyone, I mean, all of y'all can see these large crops. Y'all are all following them, so you're really not noticing like the scarecrows or whatever I pictured, but unless they tell you them. But you're all seeing these large like corn crops on both sides of you as you're moving through this path.
Without looking, how do those scarecrows look like creepy or weird or any reason I should worry about undead kind of things?
If you're gonna stop and check them out, you can do another perception. If you're just gonna run past them, they just look like scarecrows.
Cool. Okay.
Wrong one. This is what I imagined when you said the
What is
things in the
that
corn.
thing?
He said something like the standing in the corn. I'm like, oh my god, it's corn people. Can you retcon some corn people in the field for us to fight?
That's a good
Feast on a
makeup
cob.
job.
Everything's gonna come.
That's a good makeup job.
It is. It's very good. Okay.
Nice.
So, Selkar, you're not stopping. I'm gonna let Laszlo like follow your lead basically because he's not here.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah,
not
I don't
stopping?
see
You
any
just
reason
continue?
to just continue. Yeah, we don't need food. We're not, it's nothing. Yeah. Nobody mentioned beware of the corn people.
It's true.
I would like to do a perception check for the corn people, please.
Okay, do a perception check for the corn people.
It's like, you did one. It was 8. No. Or
God,
3.
that's right. Oh, you're
Just
negative one.
totally corn people now.
Yeah, you wouldn't know if there's corn people or not. Ovak, you're just really just trying to keep pace. You hate that Torvin's ahead of you currently. And, you want to be ahead of him. But yeah, you're just back there, holding the back basically, waiting to see if anything's gonna happen. But yeah, you don't even notice the anything but the corn in the path itself.
Huh.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all gonna keep moving, Selkar. You're just
Yep. Just keep on keeping on until it gets, I'm hearing noises or seeing something dangerous, or it starts getting dusky and it's time to start looking for a good camping spot.
okay.
You know.
I'm going to do this to actually show. Basically, you're like kind of around there. Selkar, as you continue on, in the corner of your eye, one of those constructs drops into the corn.
The
Scarecrow.
the scarecrow.
Yep. In the corner of your eye, you see one of them just drop into the corn.
And we're moving. We're trucking. We're still going.
I mean, y'all aren't sprinting. Y'all are moving at a fast rate.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll start keeping an ear out, a closer. Just to listen and see if anything approaching, or how far away was it?
Roll perception.
Hold on, I gotta get mine. Not that's so car. Perception.
Okay. And if you're still moving, you're gonna take that negative
Yep.
5.
Yep.
So you don't hear anything, but I will say that you turn your head. You look at like where you saw it drop, looming over the corn. It has disappeared, and you don't even see. Well, no, you would see basically a stake, or like the large stick that it was held up on, just standing there empty. And you look and turn the other way, and see another empty
2 empty stakes. 1 is very, very close to you all.
Okay. I don't see any reason. Okay, people, let's start running. I don't like this. Let's go. And
Aren't we already running?
No, we're just walking fast.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
you aren't running. You're
Yeah,
just
can
moving
we,
at a faster pace than just walking, basically.
I don't see any reason to A, try and camp in this cornfield, or B, be anywhere near. There's no reason to fight them. So I'm gonna see if I can encourage people to start running
You're not gonna
and
tell
try and
anyone?
explain as I run.
I was gonna say.
So far.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and explain as I
You're
go.
gonna pick up the pace, basically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start. Yeah, I'm like Laszlo. Did you see that? Let's leave their ass behind. You know.
Let's see if Laszlo sees it.
Selkar, be a corn of action. Come on.
We don't have spells. We must go.
Laszlo does not see it because he has that -5.
Oh shit. Yeah. So like there's Scarecrow. Look like they jump down, and we're the only things around. So I see we have no spells. Let's run. See if we can outpace them.
Ovak is actually not complaining. She's okay with this idea. She's gonna grab Irina's hand and just say, "Go on, people," and we're gonna run as fast as we can.
I'm gonna fall behind Obak and kind of take the rear with Adric.
This is an evil she's not ready to fight.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool. You are picking up the pace and getting out.
Yeah.
All right.
Full on double dash.
Let's do athletics roll from everyone.
Yay, I'm good at this. Finally, the one skill I actually have.
I rolled a 2, and Adric rolled a 15. Well, wait, that's not a 2. I have a -1, so that's a 1.
Wow.
Hey, somebody better.
I take Irina and just haul ass.
I was like, Laszlo better help catch me. At least it wasn't a nat 1. It was just a stumble.
I mean, I still got 5 added, but
You still got what?
I rolled a 3, or was it a 4? And I got 5 athletics. So
Yeah, both me and Adric have a -1.
Okay, she got a 10. Okay, so
I have a decent dex save.
Yeah. Selkar tries to just increase his speed a little too quickly and just cramps real bad. Starts like limping a little bit, just kind of like that. At this time, like everyone is passing him, and he's like, "We didn't even tell you like why we're running."
I haven't even gotten it out yet.
I'm just gonna like hook his collar with my hand and pick it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Really bad too. So
Tripped over him.
like basically 3-legged race with Selkar right now, and Obak is just like freaking carrying Irina through it, and Adric is like starts to take off but goes back for his brother, trying to help all of you, but you all still move as fast as possible as you can. Those of you helping each other as much as very average at best. As you do, Selkar mentioned the scarecrows. For those of you looking around, you actually see a couple of these figures drop down into the corn that are posted above, like basically the rise of the corn. You just see them just fall and drop down, leaving only the stick that held them before, or the post that held them. Continuing on, you make it close to, I'm going to say y'all make it within sight of this bridge. Oh, where's the... You make it within sight of the bridge, and at this time, you haven't seen anything emerge out of these, large rows of corn. And you're basically making it to where there's grassland a little bit before this large river. Which is on your map, was the Iblis River, and you just see this really clear blue winter sky
colored river that just flows through this entire valley, and you have this small bridge, and y'all are just rushing for it, like running away from the ring wraiths fucking style, basically, at this point. And you haven't seen anything emerge from the corn, but you keep going, and you make it to the bridge, and nothing seems to be following you. So, what do y'all want to do?
Slow back down. The corn ends.
Yeah, y'all. So you made it past the farm fields of corn into where it was just kind of grassland before you gets to this river edge.
Okay.
So basically, like the corn. Oh man, this music would have been perfect earlier. The corn would end like around my little tiny dots there, I guess, and then
Okay.
which is about, I mean that is a good bit of space, and y'all kind of booked it through there. Well, you ran as averagely as possible, other than Overlock kind of fireman carrying Irina towards this bridge as fast as she can go. But yeah. So
I
yeah,
asked
you make it to the
Irina.
bridge, and you are over this, and the bridge is very sturdy. It looks very, very old, ancient. But it is a very sturdy wood and stone-like collaboration that kind of goes over this river.
Okay, you guys saw that, right? It wasn't just my imagination.
No,
With the
we saw
corn?
it.
Okay, good.
Let's get over this bridge and turn the corner and keep going.
I'm gonna take the rear just to watch.
Love it. Thank you. It's great.
Okay, so rear.
What's the time like? Are we hitting any kind of
Yeah, so y'all would hit 1, 2. It is
Owen
starting to. It is starting to get dark.
cart?
Oh yeah, cart tracks. Okay, so you get to the bridge, and the tracks stop on the bridge. And you don't know if they continue on the other side of the bridge. That's off your passive. This is all off passive.
Cool.
I'm assuming there's a waterway under the bridge.
Yeah, there's a river. Like I said, it's this
Okay.
very clear, beautiful river, basically, that flows throughout this whole entire valley.
I did not hear
It's
that.
under the bridge.
Got it.
But yes, the sky is darkening. It looks like night could come, in a couple hours.
Let's cross the bridge, look for cart, and see if we can find camping spot.
I think we should actually camp just across the bridge. It'll be a choke point, and if anyone comes by we don't like, we can keep an eye out for them.
That's true, but I would prefer hiding over. Wouldn't want to park myself on the bridge.
Well, there's a little forest here. We could just camp at the edge of it. And
We
have
can
a scout.
camp under the bridge with the trolls.
We're back here.
There's a river under the bridge. I was thinking that same thing.
Yeah,
You're
and
right,
we're
you're right at the bridge.
yeah, we're back here. By the way, who was yellow, who was green? I'm Ovak. Go far right. Yeah, there you go. That bridge.
Oh, I'm confused. I'm sorry. I thought this was we were coming from Barovia.
Village of Barovia. This whole area is Barovia. You're coming from Village of Barovia.
Yeah, so we're going west.
Correct.
Yeah,
Down
so I'm
that
thinking,
yellow line.
yeah, we came from there and we're here and we're going here, correct?
I'm missing your pings.
Oh, he's all the way on the left near
you're
Luna
over
Lake.
there. No, we're on the other side of the tokens.
Oh, so our tokens are just not in the right place.
Yeah, that
Tokens
was
are
just
there for
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, totally. So, but still, if we're here, let's say, at the edge of this forest, we can camp here and we
Yeah.
can watch the bridge.
I like that idea, and we'll look for carts, and maybe she's over there too.
Okay.
You mean the corn people?
No, I don't want corn people. Corn people can stay over there.
Okay, so y'all walk to the other end of the bridge, which obviously it's a pretty long bridge according to this map. Oh my gosh. I gotta put myself on Do Not Disturb. Give me a second. Okay. Going off of the bridge, you're seeing the same, like... Actually, I think I have a picture of it. You're seeing all this like very thick, dark wood. Also, it's also important to know that the heavy like rolling fog is still throughout this entire region. Now you're still able to see well beyond what you could see earlier, but you still see it kind of just thoroughly throughout this whole entire region. Just this fog. When you get into the woods, it makes it as if the woods are even that much thicker, and it makes it very hard to see beyond like the first few bits of the tree line, basically. Um, but not only that, these woods are very, very thick, but you are making your way through this path. The path does not narrow, it still has that 10-foot width and still goes deeper into the forest. What would y'all like to do?
Do I see the cart tracks on the other side of the bridge?
Yes, yes, you do. They're still.
Do they look like we have caught up a little bit? Any fresher than before or anything?
Do investigation.
Investigation. Can I have Adric do it instead? Can I ask
Adric?
Adric?
Yeah, you can have Adric do it. Yeah, it's cold here too. All right.
25.
25. Yeah, with a 25, he finds the tracks. He definitely can tell that they're the same tracks that you've been following, and you are in fact closing in a sense. I'll still say he, even with that, he still can tell that they're still a few hours away, but you're closing in.
Okay, we made up some time. Okay.
Right.
Cool. How many hours do we think we have in dark left?
Roll survival.
15. Oh, hold on. 19.
Is this you or Adric?
Me.
You.
The survival guy.
You would say your best guess would be 2 hours max. Your lowest guess would be 1 hour.
So I say we continue until we find a good hiding spot. How far is the woods off the road? Is it like a football field, or is it actually pretty close? Because with the hex here,
Yeah, it's pretty close. This is
Okay.
just to make it easier to read the map, but the woods
Okay.
come in pretty close. I'd say they're at a max of 5 feet away from the actual.
Oh, okay, good. Do we want to stay right by bridge or continue until we find perfect spot?
I would say near the bridge because we could all, I think, really use a long rest, and we could maybe go a little farther, but I think the tactical advantage is going to be worth it.
Can we make sure that we stay like he said, just close to the bridge? But is there any really great spots where we can hide and not be seen, but still see and
Yeah.
all the fun things from there?
I'll say with your survival check, you look around and you find a bit of trees to where the brush isn't too low, so you could in fact make some sort of camp there, and conceal yourself as best as possible with maybe some other branches around.
Sounds good.
I
I like this spot here. We can put some branches. We can still see through, but hopefully not be seen. I haven't seen any movement, by the way, yet from horn people, right?
No, you haven't seen any movement coming from behind you with passive anything. If y'all are
Okay.
gonna make camp, I still would like you to make a perception check for me. Oh, and I am drawing lines on accident.
Perception?
Yeah, anybody can roll perception. Oh no, I got rid of an extra line. Yeah. Because basically, the camp area would be like right there, kinda.
13 for me and 6 for
Freaking
Adric.
roll.
Right there.
Oh.
Why do you get rid of my things, you stupid. Stop it. Why does it do that? Why is it doing doing that. Look at it. Just trying to get rid of my stuff.
Sufficient items.
Sure. We're just gonna say right there because it wants to be a pain in the butt. All right. We got a perception of 12, 6,
13.
13, 6, 5, and 7. Killing it. So yeah, you all look around, and the wood seems to go on for quite some time. You see the area that Selkar was mentioning before. You see Torvin. Some of the spots within like this area is hard for you to actually get into just because of your large horns and physique. But you make do. Alaria, you spot something. Surprisingly enough, you spot something
Shoes.
on the side of a tree. And let me tell you what it is. Oh, the music's so cool.
I thought for a second there it was the Star Trek theme, just in a wrong key.
Okay, so you find, or what you see up against a tree is this. And it's just sitting
Oh,
there.
hell no.
Sitting there propped up against the tree.
You get my fireball ready.
Next to it seems to be a bundle of some sort of patchy cloth.
Okay, I'm gonna start striking my tinderbox.
You don't see this, but
No.
yeah, Alaria sees it as she's trying to look around for the camp.
Hey, Larry, you need a tinderbox for any reason? I wouldn't know why. I just curious.
No, I'm just gonna fireball the damn thing.
Thank you.
Why didn't we take a
Wait,
long
wait.
rest?
A fireball?
Firebolt.
Fireball.
Oh, okay. I thought she said fireball. Like, can you please wait and let me get 20 feet away needed?
All right, roll. Do an attack roll then.
No, I don't have a fireball.
Firebolt. Right?
Did you say
I
firebolt?
don't.
Oh, you're not firebolting it.
She doesn't have any spell
Well, I
slots.
said fireball, but no, I don't have any spells to do. Sorry.
But you have
Isn't-
firebolt, which is cantrip.
Firebolt's a
Oh.
cantrip.
Gotcha. No, well, I said fireball. Like I don't even think I can do those yet. So, but what I will do is tell the guys that I will bring it to everybody's attention that it is there.
Wait, was it right near our camping spot?
It's pretty close by.
Yeah.
It's sitting
Yeah.
there and has a bundle of patched cloth next to it.
Yeah, so I'm on Ilaria's side. Hell no. So
Holy vial of oil.
Yeah.
why don't we continue? I don't want to mess with that. If we burn it or hurt it, maybe they hurt us. So let's leave it and go find different spot. We've got maybe hour to 2 hour left of light. We can keep going. Let's just keep it on.
Yeah, it can fight whatever comes over that bridge. That's
Yep.
not our problem anymore. It'll guard. I'm sure
Curse-
it doesn't care. It'll kill
Curse
anything.
will handle itself, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, I don't get any like undead vibes from it or a living or spooky weird shit. Magic, whatever.
Just from listening to Alaria's words, no.
No, she showed it to me. She pointed it out.
Oh, I mean, it looks like a doll to you.
Yeah,
So I
no,
get
okay.
evil vibes from it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just looks like a doll.
Cool.
I don't like child who plays with this.
That does not look like a doll. Just saying. If anything, if you
So,
gave that
can
to your
I-
kid, you'd be
It
reported
looks
to
like that.
health services.
It looks like a doll. I'm gonna make really friendly pictures of dolls and then see how y'all act with them.
You
It's
might
gonna
need
be
to,
worse.
okay? If you want us touching a doll, don't show us that.
I didn't say whether I wanted y'all to touch it or not.
Hey, just pointing it out.
Can I tell if there are any footprints coming up to or going away from this doll?
Yeah, do investigation.
What you looking for, Elaria? I can help.
I'm looking to see if we have company. Which
Never mind. Was it?
I rolled the suckiest rolls ever.
Join the club.
Somebody
Yeah, with a 1, you really can't tell. Like you kind of are, I guess, really afraid of this doll so much that you're just kind of staying far away from it to where you can't see any sign of travel.
You can't look at it from over here. You have to go over there to look at the track.
So, asking the party.
Why don't you just do that, Selkar?
So,
Check it out. See if you see any footprints.
does anyone want me to poke it with the silver sword?
I don't know.
What?
I don't want to piss off some child that turns out to be not caring about silver.
Okay, I agree. Just checking. Wanted an opinion on that.
Good thought.
Wait, where's our cat? Can the
That
cat
is a
see
very
any
good
footprints?
question.
Who has a cat?
Because as all of you are bickering, you see Laszlo reach down and pick up not the doll, but the bundle next to it,
Oy, oy, oy.
as he has been stealthily moving his way over there to check it out. The doll falls over as he picks up the thing. No immediate, the doll doesn't burst into flames or anything. But he picks up this bundle of cloth, and
Are you chatting with Laszlo right now?
I could be, but no, I think he's driving.
No.
Yeah, so he picks up this bundle of cloth, and when he does, this Selkar, you definitely see this. I'd say all of you see this because it seems like all of you have gathered around, unless you are trying to do something else. But basically, you see this like small glass jar tumble out of it and hit the ground. When he expands the cloth, you see that it is a robe with many patches on it. It looks like this.
Oh man.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, Laszlo. Never mind. I don't know that.
No, you don't.
Yeah. I know
Should've
what
went for the doll,
it
Selkar.
is.
That's not his
Oh.
thing, but good for Laszlo.
So, that's what Laszlo finds.
Put the robe on the doll.
Why, the robe is way bigger than the doll.
I'm sure the robe will shrink or the doll will grow.
You're so certain of this. Yeah, so he looks over the robe, and so Laszlo looks over the patches and what's not. What is everyone doing, like, while he's doing this? Like, what are y'all doing?
My character doesn't know what that is, so he's going to do his normal thing and just hang out and let Laszlo look at his stuff.
Are we within
I know
throwing
it is. I'm
distance?
jealous.
Are we within throwing distance of the river?
Of the river?
Yes.
Throwing distance, yeah.
Okay. I am going to get an opinion of this, but I like to throw the doll in the river.
Why throw the doll in the river? Just
Tell what you
leave
wanna
it.
I'm just
Could be-
asking if it's a good idea or not, because
Could be Dryad doll. Maybe cute little Dryad girl needs doll, and then whole village come and eat us.
there's nothing cute and little about anything that would possess that, but sure. All right, fine, I'll leave it alone.
Irina looks at all of you and says, what? Why do you all hate dolls?
Irina, look at it. It's evil. Its face.
That's
Its mouth is sewn
a
shut.
normal Barovian doll.
The hell is wrong with this
Barovia
place?
is weird.
Y'all are messed up.
How
else to word that?
Laszlo see the vial drop?
Did Laszlo? Yeah, Laszlo. Everybody probably. If you were paying attention to Laszlo, you would have seen the little glass thing fall to the ground. But he's just all over the
Well,
the
I guess
Shiny.
I'll
Yeah,
walk
he's
up
just
and look at the vial.
Okay.
I'll pick it up, take a look at it.
You pick it up, and it's worse than the doll. You're cursed forever.
Throw the bulk of it.
Yeah, it seems about right. Seems about normal. Yeah.
Haha, bait and switch. Gotcha.
I'll hold that rope for you.
Shows me the robe.
Okay, well, first of all, do a medicine check.
A medicine check. I'm good at those.
That's that's good. There you go. So it's a glass jar, 3 inches in diameter, contains 2 doses of what you know to be an ointment that I can't pronounce, but it is Kyogatoms. I'll copy and paste it because I can't pronounce that well at all. And I'll put it in there. But this is what and you know this. So yeah, basically 2 doses of it, which can give someone 2d8 plus 2 hit points, and they cease to be poisoned and are cured of any disease when that is applied. That is
Damn.
2 doses of that.
Got it. Action to cast. Is it like a healing potion, or I know it's an ointment, but is it action to
It
put
says
it
on
on
the thing, but it is an action.
this glass jar 3 inches? Okay, cool. I will put that in my equipment, and I will say, "Ooh, good healing potion for us." Well, not healing potion. Great ointment.
Dip the doll in the
What's that?
dip the doll in the potion.
It's not potion, it's ointment. I'm not going to use good ointment for doll.
That's fair. I wouldn't either. Can we please escape this place and just walk a ways away from it?
Yes, I agree, and I'm going to make sure that he is turned away before I do this. But I am picking that doll up and pocketing it.
Oh my
Just
god! Can I
see-
do some check to see that he does
Nope.
this?
I am making sure you are looking in the opposite direction.
Just do
Still go-
Selkar, do a stealth check, and I'll just go up
Okay.
against Ovok's passive perception. Which is
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, he does not. He does not see or hear you do this. As everybody seems to move on, Laszlo, still carrying the robe, starts to kind of poke and prod it. As wherever y'all directed yourselves to be away from this doll, you have started. Selkar, you pick up the doll. As you do so, you don't really notice anything different.
Okay.
Oh god, that can't be good.
Cool.
About the doll or anything. It doesn't move in your hand or anything. It just seems like a normal doll. Are you just quickly putting it in your pocket, or?
I'll look at it if no one else is around. Just I'm not going to spend a lot of time with it because obviously I don't want anybody turning around and looking at me. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll take a
Do,
few seconds to take a look.
Do investigation, little roll, real
I'm surrounded by corn people.
quick.
14.
Okay. You look over. It looks like pretty much a normal doll. You don't really see anything odd about it. There's no it doesn't have anything of value. The buttons are much like the picture. There are these black buttons. As you look it over though, what doesn't surprise you about the doll? What you're not surprised by anything about the doll. What you start to become a little bit startled by is your own hands. As you look over this doll, you start to see your fingers and your hands begin to wrinkle and age
Huh.
drastically.
So if I move the doll to the other hand, what happens?
The other hand, you look at the other hand and see that it has already wrinkled and aged just as much as your other hand. Your first hand.
Oh, if I put it down?
You put it down and you look back at your hands and they're still wrinkled and aged.
Interesting.
You see, you always burn the dolls.
Dude, we're burning every doll from now on.
Um,
None of y'all see this. This is Selkar
Yeah.
doing all this all by himself.
Would I know of any
Don't you have the
curse
ointment?
or
Do Arcana.
poison or something? Any kind of okay.
Do an Arcana check.
I don't know shit.
Shit.
Unless I have advantage, and then I know some stuff.
No, you don't have an advantage. Yeah, you. I'd say basically with a 1, no, this is unknown to you.
Okay.
You're not sure what happened. What has just happened? I would actually do a Wisdom saving throw right now.
Okay.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, you would definitely be frightened by this. This is something that would scare the shit out of you quite a bit as you see your hands age. I mean, you
Yeah.
would actually throw your hands into your face and start feeling that it is in fact feels as if it's wrinkly and aged as well.
Well, I guess that stealth is out because I'll be going, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
drop the doll and turn around and say, look at my hands, they're all in my face. What? And ask if anybody can see this. What do you see?
I would pull out my sword and say, I can fix the hand part.
I'll start digging a hole.
Does that mean they
Put your hand on the stump. There's a stump, right? There's a stump. Put your hand on the stump.
You all look at Selkar, and he looks totally normal.
I'd still offer my services to cut off his hands.
Why do you want to cut off hands? You're going to cut off the rest of the body too? It's all old and wrinkled.
Hey, you're the one freaking out right now, man. I'm offering solutions to your problems.
Did I get a mirror? Was that this character again? Am I confusing it with?
Tools, it has a tiny mirror on it.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, y'all did pick up a mirror somewhere along your. No, it was a comb. It wasn't a mirror.
Okay, the mirror must have been from when I was level 5.
Probably.
I got that
but
weird
the
stuff.
Tools has a tiny mirror.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll look at.
I want to just look around the area and just make sure I don't see anything moving around or.
Okay, roll perception.
Anything out of the ordinary.
Do I feel old or anything? You know, other than look.
Okay. Do you do
basically? I want to do
or...
Yeah, use the mirror. I want to do basically a medicine check. You know, look over my.
Yeah, that's perfect. Do a medicine check. Yeah, it's perfect. So you pick up the tiny thieves' tools, which the mirror has this like little teeny tiny crack through it, but still has a reflection, and you can see, unfortunately, that you look to be aged quite a bit, as like you have the spots and the wrinkles and everything. Your hair has turned this gray.
Okay.
And as far as your medicine check, you're frightened right now. Luckily, you still, even with disadvantage, you would still be able to see that, kind of thoroughly going over everything. Even
doing
though,
squat.
Right, doing a little bit. Try not to break your hip.
That's right.
You feel normal. It's just you look old, but you don't feel weak in any work like sensitive.
Okay.
Just look old.
Can I put the doll back exactly where I found it?
You're gonna pick it up again?
Well, yeah, I'm already this way. What else is going to happen? And I'll put it back and say, I'm sorry. You can have the doll. I apologize. It is yours. To whatever. Yeah, put it back where I found it. Anything?
You put it back. You look down at your hands, just waiting and waiting, and a few very long seconds pass, and no change.
No change.
So we all heard him say, look at my hands, but yet none of us see it.
Yeah, he looks totally normal. To y'all.
I am stuck between trying to bring it with in case I need it to break curse, or leave it here and hope it passes.
I think if it caused it, you'd better bring it with you.
I think so too, but I don't want to keep it on me. Would you like to carry it?
No!
Alaria.
Tie a rope around it and drag it behind you.
That'd be great. Here's my pet. You should do that. That's great. Do it.
Just use it as a.
People with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say use it as a cat of nine tails.
Go back to Bildras Mercantile and just shove it in his face.
I mean, I could use it as an intimidation tactic. Hold it in the string here. Hold this for me.
Give me discount, or I make you touch these, or I give you this thing.
Well, I have some rope you can tie around it and just kind of tow it around.
I could make a yeah, I'll do that. I'll see if I can find a stick, and I've got rope as well, and I'll make a bento. Not the bento. What's the well, the stick with the bag on the end. It's called a thing. You know what I mean?
I do. Or you could just drag it behind you, and that'll be a conversation starter for later.
Yeah, but it's called a bindle. Bendle, a bindle. That's what it is. Yeah, I'll make a bindle out of and with the yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to hang it. I don't want to try and be disrespectful to whatever cursed object.
It cursed you. It's the one that's being disrespectful in this situation.
Put it on a long stick and touch people you don't like with it.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. No,
Make a weapon out of
I
it.
was just thinking I would tie it on to the end of the stick.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, just
Like
not in a weird way. Yeah,
It's at least 1d8 plus 5. I mean,
Fire.
that's right. I'll just
Just
reach
hide
out
in a
and
bush and
somebody.
touch people as they go by.
So,
whack.
Alaria, with your perception check, you notice that there are a few ravens flying overhead. Some are perched. You don't see or hear anything of danger. You do notice that Laszlo pulls a patch off of that robe. The patch looked like a dagger, the symbol of the patch. When he pulls it off of the robe, the patch transforms into a dagger in his hand.
Ooh.
Would I think actually Adric? Would Adric recognize that? He has proficiency in Arcana.
You can roll for him.
No, I'd be too focused. I don't give him guidance on that. I'd be too focused on my doll shit.
Okay. He would be like, that's magical.
Cool.
He wouldn't know. Alaria, you can roll.
And while I'm rolling, I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the group know that we are being watched. And point out the ravens.
Okay. Alaria says we're being watched, and she points at some birds.
I am too fucking busy with my old man hands. Can I pull? Can I pull on my skin and stuff? Does it feel like it? Like, does it feel normal when I pull on it?
No, it feels old.
Like, that's what I'm. So it feels old. Like I can do the whole old thing.
Yeah,
But
to you, like,
what does it look like to everybody else? What does it look like to you? What am I doing? And I have my cheek out to here or whatever.
They would just see you just pinching yourself, basically.
pull your
So my
pants down.
hand doesn't go out. Weird. Okay.
Alaria, you have never seen one of these, like, personally, but you know what this thing is that Laszlo has found. It's called a robe of useful items. And you know that it has many, many patches on it, and when someone removes a patch, whatever patch symbol and whatnot was on that patch, it actually turns into that object. The wearer can actually make it turn into that object.
Okay, the rope seems like something we
I'm
should
going to
bring.
go ahead and relay that information to the group.
Okay, cool. Can we just bring it with
So-
us?
I'm telling everybody that, that this, robe is like whatever patches are on it. When you pull that patch, that item actually comes to be.
Yep, as you say that, Laszlo puts it on, and he's like, it's mine.
Shouldn't we go to the mage?
No, he says it's mine.
Can I look around the area where this stuff was? Is there anything else?
I would say no. There's nothing else. Basically, what he picked up, other than that, it's just the trunk of the tree, and just like pine needles and leaves and whatnot on the ground.
So there's
Is
no potion for curing old man disease.
No, unfortunately, there's not. Oh wait, no, just kidding.
Is there any evidence that like
I'm going to
people have been
remind
around?
everybody we are being watched now.
Yes.
Is there any evidence that people have been around recently? Like, has this stuff been here for a long time, or is it like recently dropped, or anything like that?
Based off all of your perception, actually, Ovok, did you even roll a perception earlier?
I don't think it did.
He did not.
She needs to roll it.
She did not.
Killing
Sorry.
it.
God bless.
Well, we didn't roll to see how long the items.
True, but I'm
See
trying to go
what-
off of your checks. If you
Yeah.
wanna, and this is Ovok. So Ovok, with your 2, I mean, no, you can't tell if anybody.
No.
It doesn't look like anybody's been around or anything like that. There's no trace of tracks or anything like that.
I could
Okay.
help, but I'm too focused on my old man hands.
Yeah, I'm focused on not being here.
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of
Yeah, Selkar, do another saving throw for me.
looking
Oh, no.
around my old man hand.
Yep, you're still frightened.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yep. Get the fuck out. That's a long stick, by the way. It's not a short bendel.
Yeah.
It's a.
You're frightened by yourself, not the doll.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna interpret that as the doll's fault.
Yeah. Well, in that case, you would
I'm
not carry
upset
the
at the
doll
doll.
with you at all.
I'm upset with the doll. I just
Alright,
want to make
let's-
sure I'm not in some kind of. Or. Please have me roll athletics and me bump somebody with the doll.
No.
Selkar
please.
wouldn't do it, but I so want to do it.
I will cut you.
So
Irina and I are very
moving
far away.
Y'all are moving away from this area. Where are we moving? Let me move these.
Down the
Just-
road
Down the road till it goes dark.
till right before. Well,
Alright.
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for
like
a better spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So right before it gets real dark. So we are moving. I'll put you there, to there. Wow, what is going on with this? I hate all of this.
We hate you too, Matt.
Well, that's nothing you want to hear your DM say. I hate all this.
I hate it. I hate it. Stupid.
Time to do some edits.
Alright, so we'll. Oh my god.
I already had to change the doll. Now I have to change everything else.
Alright, so you get a few more miles down the road, basically, away from that. And, yeah, so it's starting to, get not what you've seen as nighttime, but damn near close.
Am I not scared of me anymore?
No, yeah, you're good. You've come to terms with your oldness right now, or at least you've settled down. It
You
probably,
come to
don't
terms
like it.
with your imminent death.
And I don't feel achy or weird or any kind of other than the way I feel and look to myself.
No.
Ovak is prepared to perform a triple bypass if you need it, buddy.
Alright, so what are we doing? Because y'all moved on, and it's getting close to nighttime.
Camp.
Yep. Find another good spot. I'll try and focus on helping.
Alright. Survival checks for those looking for new campsite. Hopefully doll free, I guess.
I'm praying to God for guidance.
Alright.
It did not work. I'm too focused.
Alright, so as each of you look around, try to find like another spot to camp, Ilaria spots one that looks amazing. It actually has low brush, but there is a bit of clearing on the other side. The brush is hiding, or looks like it would hide you from people on the road. So it looks as though it's actually a better spot than what you had before. And there's dolls in there. There's no dolls.
There's dolls on every tree surrounding.
Nothing but dolls.
It's Blair Witch
Nails
Project,
for their
bunch of stick
foreheads.
figures hanging from trees.
Yep. Yeah, so it looks like a pretty nice. There's a small little clearing that you can make if you just, move a few sticks and whatnot that are kind of strewn around. But yeah.
Ooh, I have a better one. All the trees' ends of the branches are in doll shapes and they're dripping with blood.
Can we leave him behind?
I'm out. I will see y'all next campaign.
Remember that statement when he asked you to join his campaign.
I am going to try to do a one shot, a super happy fun ball.
Sweet.
We'll see.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
So I'll go into the clearing and I'll start setting up camp.
Okay.
I'll do my best to help out.
It's like here-ish.
I don't know how well I'll
And
roll, but we'll
mark
find
this,
out.
because this is where y'all found your lovely friend.
And once camp is all set up, I ask if anybody wants to spar with me.
Well, I'll take you up on that.
Oh, I knew he would. He wants to beat the shit out of me. He might let you do it.
It's okay. Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So y'all, make clearing, make it to where you can put out your bedrolls and whatnot. At this time, y'all are probably getting a bit hungry. So if you want to, you can, or you can wait till tomorrow morning. That's fine. And then, of course, I know Ovak and Torvin want to spar. So anyone else doing anything while they kind of go somewhere, clear enough area for them to spar?
Isn't that going to draw a lot of attention to this campsite? Can y'all do that like first thing in the morning?
We can wrestle instead.
Made that weird.
Can each of you first touch these dolls first, and then we'll spread oil on you and watch two old men fight.
Deep in the woods and wrestle, where nobody will hear your screams.
The loser touches the doll. That's the rule.
Okay. I'm gonna try and really sit with the doll and figure out, not necessarily touching it, but try and figure out maybe what it is, or if let me see. Don't clerics have this little prayer thing, or is that
I see
still
you
later?
talking to that doll. I'm gonna kill you.
Wrestle it with Torvin. All right, are y'all listening to Laria, or are y'all just wrestling or fighting, or?
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
Man,
Yes.
no one wants to wrestle me. He's so lonely.
You say so lonely, you just see Laszlo pull a patch off of his robe and throw it at you. And the patch floats over to you and turns into a steel mirror. And he's like, there you go, buddy.
Do you have a blow-up doll?
Nope, I checked.
Nope. Insight. Spell casting. Wait,
You have
when do
steel
we
mirror?
get?
No.
Okay.
You'll never be lonely because you always have yourself.
I always have myself. Oh, fuck, we'll just curl up in a ball near a tree.
Oh man.
I sit next to you. Have you heard of my Lord and Savior Helm?
If you wrestle me, I'll listen.
Torvin with the extreme teen Bible over here.
I am a paladin. And I took the oath of the ancient, so I'm actually very excited about it.
What did Silcard do? I got a blank.
Oh, it should have been Eyes of the Grave. Nope, it's just blank.
I'm
Weird.
getting
Okay.
that. Okay,
Weird.
I'm not
I'm
the
getting
only
blank too.
one.
Yeah, no, it's showing blank on my thing too, but when I look at it, concentrate. It's not a.
That's great.
Yeah, maybe two of them will appear all of a sudden. I'll put a Selkar spellcasting ability. None. Yeah, so any undead, there's no like undead vibe from this doll specifically.
You're doing Eyes of the Grave?
Yeah.
With Eyes of the Grave,
Nope.
and I heard some dice
I
rolls.
tried to do the Eyes of the Grave again after changing something, but it didn't work. Anyway, I don't know.
Can I even see? Okay, I can still see my thing.
Yeah.
Your stuff's
So is
fine.
it just
Fix it.
Eyes of the Grave? All the other spells work, just Eyes of the Grave doesn't. Don't know why. Okay.
Anyways, Eyes of the Grave, you look at the doll and no, it's not giving off any undead aura or anything like that.
Any like little marks on it? Can I look for on the stick? I'm not touching it. on the stick, but I have the stick manipulating. I'm looking real close
Yep.
for any like arcane sigils or anything. I'll also see if Adric can help, since he's really good at the arcane stuff.
You can do Arcana check on it if that's what you're looking for.
Here.
Like any type
I'll
of
give him Arcana, and I'll give him advantage, and I'll assist and guidance him. So
Okay.
22, but not
Yeah, with a 22, both of you kind of look over it, trying, obviously not touching it, just looking at it very closely.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have any magical anything.
Maybe
there's
Doll
no
is
magical essence or aura coming from it at the moment.
maybe Doll is inconsequential. Oh, I'm so tempted to touch Adric, but he's not here, and I'm not going to do that to him.
All right,
You know,
I need to know if y'all are setting up camp because it's getting dark very fast. I need to know who's
Yes,
doing
camp.
lookouts and such like that.
Yeah. I'll do lookout first.
I'll do lookout with you. Just
Mm,
get that out of the way. I get the rest.
Okay.
Adric can take second, and I want to take last.
All right. So just kind of doing something like this little thing, whatever. All right. So the rest of you. All right. Is anybody not starting their rest right now? That's not looking out. Like, are y'all resting? Are you falling asleep? Are you studying something? Are you doing something else?
I'd like to spend some time before it goes completely dark playing, trying to pick that lock and see if I'm any good at it.
Okay. Good to know. How long are you gonna be doing that for? Because they're gonna be looking for 2 hours for their thing.
Oh, just before, like while people are setting up after we've looked at the doll,
Okay.
kind of eating,
All
maybe
right.
an hour or something or whatever before we're actually turn in.
Gotcha. Anyone else doing anything other than sleeping, starting their long rest?
I'm gonna have a ration before I sleep.
Okay. All right. So you eat a ration. Selkar starts messing with his lock, watching his old fingers try to pick it as best as he can. The
It's
others.
weird as fuck.
What's that?
It's weird as fuck.
The others gather around. Actually, are y'all making a campfire or are y'all just sleeping?
How's the
I would
temperature?
say no fire.
Yeah.
As far as the temperature, it is on the colder side, but not uncomfortable to where it's like, you're not shivering or anything like that.
You can probably sleep better.
I'm with Ilaria. Yeah, no fire.
Okay, no fire. Gotcha.
Especially after finding creepy doll that turns me old.
All right. So everybody starts to turn in after you do, eat and whatnot. Torvin and Ova, go ahead and roll perception for me.
All right.
damn, these are just the worst rolls today. God.
Y'all are killing it. Don't forget, it's not gonna, y'all are doing it individually this time, but next time y'all can always give each other advantage, so it's always possible. Okay, so with a 5 and 8, each of you, your dark vision and whatnot, you're looking throughout the forest and not really getting any sense of danger. You do see some shadows move overhead, but they seem to be birds, much like you've seen throughout these forests. And 2 hours pass, and so it's time to switch shifts. Whoever's going to take over.
Is Selkar still holding on to the doll throughout the night?
I am not
Mhm.
touching that goddamn.
The stick.
Yes, I am holding the stick. Yes, I don't want it to go anywhere in case I need it to break whatever the fuck happened.
Is there any way for me to try to interrogate the doll, ask it questions?
Of course, you could try. Yeah, you could try.
Okay.
Are you okay? So Selkar, where? So Selkar has a stick with a doll attached to it, and you're walking over to where he's sleeping, basically, and finding the doll and yelling at it, or what are you doing?
I'm just asking it basic questions like what's its name, who is it, why is it here, why is it evil? Basic questions.
The normal stuff, man. Come on.
Okay, in a very intimidating. Okay. You tower over this poor defenseless doll on a stick as it's trying to sleep. And you start asking it all these, first time basic niceties. And it lays there like a doll.
Can I shake the stick?
And then the eyes start glowing red.
Of course,
So-
of course you can shake the stick.
I would like to violently shake the stick. Maybe it'll get its attention.
Do athletics check for me.
Oh, fuck.
How violently are you shaking this stick?
Like, not enough for it to fly off the stick, but just to kind of, spook it a bit.
Fair enough. Okay. You don't do athletics then. Well,
I still
you were
wanna
gonna
do
like
athletics.
use all your might, maybe.
Just
Oh
like,
no,
why you want to kill me?
I
Just like
want to
Batman
like
shake
fly
it.
off and land on somebody's head or
Oh, God,
I
no,
want so
no.
bad. Like they
100%.
wake up.
Cutting
in the
whoever
morning.
touches me.
It lands
Promising
on
you.
Torvin's horn.
I'm just
I'm
trying to-
cutting whoever's touching me.
I'm just trying to show this doll who's boss, all right?
Yeah.
Show it that I'm in control.
Alright.
Reaction?
Yeah, you start shaking this stick, and the doll is just like flailing on it. It's not
Enough to wake me up.
Nothing's due. Nothing. Yeah, this isn't with stealth, so I would definitely say Selkar. Yeah, this is waking you up. And Torvin, you probably see Selkar, not Selkar, but you see Ovok as she's taking the stick and just this doll is just like flailing.
Hey, Salkar, it's your turn. It's your turn to watch, man. And I just kind of roll it into it as me waking him up.
Okay. I'll
Perception. Do you drop the stick or anything, or are you still like flaying? It's your turn.
I'm turning it into like this was my intention. It wasn't interrogating the doll or torturing an innocent doll. I was just waking him up.
Okay. So Selkar, you do what you want with that,
yeah. Uh-huh.
because that would be
Yeah.
deception versus thing.
Shut up, old
Yeah.
man.
My insight's pretty good, man. I'm like, uh-huh. And I'll put my hand out. Are you gonna hand me the end of the stick or the doll of the stick?
I bend the stick around so the doll gets close. No, I'm just kidding. I just drop the stick. I'm like, it's all yours, buddy. I did my part.
Okay. I was going to take last watch, but I guess I'll do now.
Oh
And,
shit! I got him confused.
That's okay. And I'll I guess I'll grab Alaria for a second set of eyes. Wait,
Right.
Laszlo's got the other good perception, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Then I'll leave him to sleep and grab him for the so that
So Torvin turns in, you do that, shuffle.
Alaria, want to do watch with me?
Yes.
All right. How do y'all want to do perception? One of you either roll advantage or you can roll individually.
I have good perception.
Do you want me to give you advantage?
Yeah, that'd probably be better. I got a +5.
Because I suck at rolling, so.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you crit
I'll do-
last time you rolled.
I don't even think you need
Found
my
this
help at
amazing
all.
campsite.
26.
All right, 26. Okay. So by this time, the sky is very dark. You do not have any light source. Everything around you is dark. You do have dark vision, of course, so you're seeing things in grayscale and whatnot. Towering above the trees, you start to see little glimmers of sets of eyes.
Both of us or just me?
Just you. This is just Selkar. I will say Selkar's pointing them out to Alaria because y'all are doing this together.
And she can still see it?
And yeah, after you point it out, she can see it.
Okay.
Because she has dark
It's not my
vision.
imagination from the doll. Just wanted to make sure.
She has.
Just want to make sure.
So you all see these like sets of eyes, but it's out of your dark vision distance, so it's still very much.
How many sets of eyes?
So far you see about 10 and counting, as these eyes are starting to like basically light up around you on the tops of the trees.
Is it 10 sets or 10 eyes?
Sets,
Like,
at least
okay.
10 sets, or 20 eyes, basically. And
Can
they're all
I-
like sprinkled above, and basically like it's every second or so you're seeing another set. pop
Can
up.
I look at the eye and tell whether it's a small animal, a big animal, a human? What is it?
Do a nature check.
Wide apart, any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you have basic common sense, but I just want to nature check just in case. Okay.
I'm not good at pictures.
Yeah, you're unsure of what the creature would be. Obviously, it's nocturnal, it would seem, but you can tell they're small. The eyes are not, the sets are not very far apart, and you're starting to see more of them and more of them appear. Same thing for you, Ilaria. And as more of them appear, Selkar, you see amongst them 2 giant beads of light that are 3 to 4 times the distance in between as any of the other ones.
Are they beads of light like flashlights, or candles?
It's their eyes.
Or
It's the eyes.
it's definitely
It's eyes.
eyes. And I did notice one tiny thing. There's not. Is it like moonlight, or because normally they reflect off? Are they?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say there's no light for them to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Isn't that odd?
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quietly wake people up with the big eyeballs showing now, and get everybody up and point them out to
Keeping
everybody
the
else.
dog between them.
Okay.
Just tuck each up with the doll on the face as I walk around like a shaman.
Duck.
Yeah, like a shaman.
Just smack him.
Throw the doll.
So so he goes around.
Stick at him.
It just like lance that thing right at him like a javelin.
He goes around and starts waking people up. I'm gonna say, based on where people are, Irina, Adric, and then he goes over to Ovok. He wakes you up, Ovok, and you are awoken not only by Selkar, but also a large or loud screech. As all of you hear this, and from the opposite direction, Selkar, you see, actually all of you that hear the noise would look up and see, the opposite direction of the large eyes, you see a large creature moving very fast, very close, basically closing in on the group. And at this time, like, all the eyes seem to be moving. It's hard to get like a depth as far as them moving in. As your dark vision kind of clarifies and all of you, start to wake up, you start seeing that they are very small creatures, and they're closing in. The 2 eyes that you saw on the opposite side, they seem to not be moving. You still can't tell. They're in this very dark light. Even with your dark vision, you can't tell.
So there is one large set charging us, one large set not. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so Torvin and Laszlo, basically, you're woken up by this screech as well. So everybody's awake now.
Yeah.
And you're basically all looking around to see, like, all these several sets of eyes. And as they're closing in, you see that they're little beasts, and they look to be bats. Basically
mosquitoes.
closing in. I will say that the large one that's coming from what would be the south comes into view and looks like this as soon as I grab it.
Does it look like they're heading to us, or is it like
Yeah.
2 sides converging
Oh no, they're
and they
coming
just happen to
y'all.
be fighting above us?
They're
Okay.
coming to y'all.
Okay.
They're definitely closing in. Basically, y'all are
Look-
about to roll initiative. I just haven't
Cool,
said it yet. And then we're gonna. You don't have to roll initiative. We'll just do it next time because we're about to stop. But this is what's closing in on y'all from above.
That's that's the big eyes from the
That's
other
big
side,
one.
or
That's the big one that's
Okay.
closing in. The other
Okay.
eyes haven't moved.
are they the same
They're on the
size?
other side. You don't know.
Okay. Can't really tell if the eyes are okay.
Yeah, but this like
Can you
large.
just like throw the doll at him?
This doll Oh,
touch it.
Hell, I don't want to throw it at him. I'll just hit one. Now I'll get this stick. I can just go touch them all.
Are these analogous to those hummingbird things that we fought that suck
no, they
you?
look like bats. They look like bats.
No.
The hummingbird, the sturges?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they don't look like sturges. They look like bats.
Well, I'm just thinking they probably latch on the same because they're blood sucking. Okay,
So
we'll
at
find
this
out.
point,
Been
we have not
attacked-
rested
You've been attacked by bats before. This creature, you have not been attacked by. I mean, this thing.
Gotcha.
This thing's wingspan, as it's closing in, you're seeing that it looks to be greater than 8 feet.
So it's
very
like a-
large. It's very
Is it a
large creature.
normal man size standing up, or is it,
Bigger? It's larger than y'all.
Lots of rations in that thing.
Big creature.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with that, we will end the session for tonight, and we'll pick up. On the 8th at 7 p.m. So at that time, we will all roll initiative. Laszlo should be. Hopefully, our Josh squad will be back, and we can roll into it.